AJ Aquatics, and I'm just sitting here at the motel, chilling till Jake and I got to ride back tomorrow morning. So, anyways, I'll just wait to see if anybody shows up. Again, this is a live pop up.
Game's tied now.
We'll see. I know there's other people live right now, but oh well, so be it. Let me close this for a minute. Well, all right. Sorry, I was just letting a couple people know that I was live just to see who shows up. Again, I know there's a few other people live. This is a pop up. It's not scheduled. So I'm sitting here in Buffalo at the motel. I participated in Atomic Wing or Triple X, whatever you want to call it, wing eating contest this year at the National Chicken Wing Festival. So that's why I'm sitting in Buffalo, because I was a contestant. So my belly's fine, still fat. My butt's fine. Um, and I'm sitting there. Jake's watching the ball game on TV, and I'm just killing time. It's either go live on YouTube or, you know, nothing else. Go to sleep, I guess. But I'm not really tired right now. But anyways, so I see Mel's here. My good buddy Mel, Last Raven. Hello. Frogs Fishing More. Hello. And Aqua Addicted. Hello. Um, do me a favor, if you got other people that might be interested on just joining in on the BS session, holler out at them, let them know that I'm live, because I just see two people here right now, and that's kind of sucks. But anyways, so come join in, shoot the shit if you want, ask me questions. Hold on, football game's on.
One just dropped it.
Florida
got it right back.
Florida State.
Florida State.
No, it's totally different.
It's still Florida, isn't it?
One plays in Gainesville and one plays in friggin' Tallahassee. So, but yeah, if you guys want to ask questions about the festival, feel free to ask questions. I'm sitting here drinking some Booty Cooler, so, and maybe watching the football game. LSU and Florida State's playing right now. Not a fan of either team, but I'm a SEC fan, so I kind of keep track of what LSU does, and I really hate Florida State. So if I'm gonna pick the lesser of the two evils, I'll pick LSU over Florida State. So
I just like Florida. I like LSU's uniforms.
I really fucking hate Florida State. I don't like Florida State since Jameis Winston.
They just kicked it off. They just got the ball back. Florida State just got the ball back, and they threw an interception immediately. Bro, Florida State is ass.
They are ass.
They're poop.
So
that was a pretty good pick.
There's only two people here. Ask questions. Ask questions, Mel. Ask questions. Share the stream if you like. Because there's no interaction. I'm not gonna hang out too long. So yeah, I'm just taking a peek at the football score. So what is the score? 7-7. 7-7 LSU Florida State. So. If you guys want to see what I did in the contest, I did post a video just a little while ago. So let me close it. Hold on. Okay, guys, I apologize. I just had to restart the live. It was Matt. That's for you, buddy. So, anyways, I'm back. Let me turn the phone here real quick. But
really good. Look at this punt. It's on the one.
That's nice. Sorry about that. Sometimes StreamYard is good and then it's not good. So let me go back through here because it was only showing 2 people on here. So I said hi to Mel, Last Raven, Frogs and Fish, Aqua Addicted, Roberto, what's up? Mel again, and let's see, Mateo, Liquid Zoo, Sketty Nona, Bridget, my buddy Tom, Alishan. Where's the plants? I do have a small plant order coming in on Tuesday. Roberto, I did eat lots of wings. It was 25 wings. I posted it in the description, but the contest was 25 wings in 10 minutes or less, whoever finishes 25. The winner finished 25 wings in about 8 minutes. Second place was probably between 8 and 9 minutes. Second place was a little over 8 minutes. Third place was just a little over that. And they only gave out awards. First place was a trophy. There's no money involved. This is all for stupidity and the glory. So first place was a trophy. The second and third place was like a little medal. So after that, if you look on the video that I posted at about the 8:50 mark, the dude next to me friggin' hurled, which was pretty nasty. And so he was out, and then the other guy just stopped eating, and I could see in his dish that I already had him beat. So I was like, fuck it, I stopped eating too. So and then the other people, I don't know, but they stopped. But so I said, fuck it, I took fourth because I was close to third. I was really close to third, and then I didn't get it, and I honestly I felt like puking. So, Aqua Addicted said Iliadon first ends are doing great. Nice. So I am just going down scrolling down chat right now. Like I said, I was talking before, and I apologize because StreamYard kind of froze up and I wasn't seeing anything, but I restarted it, and so right here, Spaghetti Nona asks, "What qualifies as a finished wing? 90% of the wing was the official rules. The winner, and more power to him, but I guarantee you, the winner ate way less than 90% of the wing." Because like his pile of wings actually looked like shredded pork or shredded chicken. There was so much friggin' meat left. It wasn't funny, and it's an amateur, and it's is what it is. But I guarantee you that the winner fudged some of the rules if you went by the rules. But is what it is. Fuck it, more power to him. So. Um, I need more tanks. Your crypts are doing really good. And the Pipto, nice. Very nice. What kind of wings did you eat? Red wings. Red wings is a boot, you dummy. What fish do you keep besides Gadeids or however you spell it? All right, Mel. Well, I keep a lot of different stuff. Gadeids are my passion. So I think right now I'm down to 10 different species of Gadeids. So I definitely keep Gadeids. Um, I like wild type live bears other than Gadeids. So I have a couple species of wild swordtails. I have one species of wild platies, the Zizophrus evelinae. And I keep the evelinae. It's a really nice looking fish, but I keep those in honor of my wife because my wife's name is Evelyn. The fish aren't named after my wife, but I told her they were. But anyway, so I keep the wild platies, the Evelyn, and I keep another wild type live bear, the Gyrodinus metallicus. I really like those. A lot of fun little fish. And then recently this year in the tubs, I went and just tried some different stuff. So I did some diamond tetras. I did 3 different species of Danios. So I did CPDs. I did the longfin leopards, and Jake's laughing because CPD's nuts. uh, but and then we did orange hatchet Danios. So I can't tell you their scientific name off the top of my head, but I could look it up later. Um, and what else did I do? No. And then I did some Vietnamese white clouds. So I have those. And other than that, I got a few oddball stuff. I got some bushy nose plecos. I think everybody and their brother and sister and their cousin's brother has bushy nose plecos. I really dislike bushy nose plecos, but I have some. I used to breed a bunch of them, and I spread them out in multiple tanks. And the ones I have left are just ones I couldn't catch, and I'm not destroying the tanks just to try to catch a few fish. But I did get rid of all my breeder stock. So, all right. What's up, 3G? So I answered Mel's question. Thanks for shouting out the link to KJE Aquatics. What's Chestnut there? I don't know. What's up, Vibes? 3G. He has Gadeids, CPDs, Orange Venezuelans, Corys, and more. Yep. And someone sounds like a sore loser. Liquid Zoo, I'm not a sore loser, so more power to the winner. But I guarantee you that I guarantee you the winner wasn't really cleaning the bone.
He wasn't.
He wasn't.
I
So,
was sitting there in the audience. I was like kind of confused as to why they didn't stop him.
yeah. So
this guy was going crazy. He was eating it like he was eating dingling.
Yeah. Yeah. I was sucking that bone, man. I was sucking that bone.
Suck that bone.
Yeah.
Eat that meat.
I was eating that meat. Watch a video. So proof is there. People say if you don't have a picture, you don't have a video, then it didn't happen. Well, guess what? We put it up. We put it up. Jake videoed it and I posted it and we did it. So Jake gave me a Kleenex. All right. How was your guts, Craig? It's actually really good. It wasn't the heat level of the wings at all. Honestly, I mean, around my lips, burnt. If I do this again next year, I might go clean shaven just so I don't get. If you zoom in on the video, you can see I had like, it looked like I put my face in a bowl of red pudding. But it wasn't the heat level for me. I could eat hot stuff, and I'm not bragging. It's just I eat hot stuff all the time, and your body gets accustomed to it. I'm not on the heat level as Ed Curry or some of the other people that eat really hot stuff all the time. No, but I could eat hot stuff, and I'm bringing some homemade hot sauce to the Keystone Clash. So this is my shout out for the Keystone Clash, my monthly shout out. If I haven't shouted it out before, Keystone Clash is coming up. Someone could throw that link up. In the hospitality room, there will be a jar of sauce. In my opinion, it's hot, but it's not like overbearing. So um, if you wanna taste my sauce, come to the Keystone Clash and go to the hospitality room. There'll be a jar in there. So definitely check out the Keystone Clash. If you don't know by now, you should. That KJE Aquatics is one of the vendors. I want to say one of the premier vendors, but if you don't believe that, we're at least one of the vendors there. But yeah, I say one of the premier vendors. It's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. So. Again, if you guys are just joining us, I appreciate it. Just sitting in the motel room. We're at kind of not a high class place. We're at Motel 6 in actually Cheektowaga. It's all right. It's clean. It was only $86 compared to like 150, 170 at the Marriott. Um, Jake and I just needed like a clean bed to crash, and I'm not paying extra for the amenities that I'm not going to use. Thanks, Zen Ginger. Excuse me. That was kind of gross. I burped and it tasted like chicken wings. Zen says, "Howdy, Keith and crew. Saw you live and wanted to come say hi. And much appreciated. You guys that support us, I really do appreciate it. Fishfam.link. Hello. Saw you love the sport. Giving thumbs up, Fish Fam. So, yep. Frogs. Where is the wing video? It's on my channel. So it's not alive. It's on our channel. It's definitely posted. Let me just make sure I didn't set it at private, but it should be set at public. So it is on Okay. I'm working. Hey, thanks, Matt. Hold on, I'm scrolling back up because I was trying to make sure. Excuse me. Sometimes when I post a video, for whatever reason, it's set to private. So, and if I miss some of you in saying hi in the chat, I don't do it on purpose. So, yeah, Matt posted the link right here, so you could check it out. Hey, Matt. Yeah, so it's on our channel. And Mel says I'm working on the plant promo video. It's coming, been busy. Yeah, no problem. Just whatever you do and whatever time frame you do it in, it's 100% appreciated. So just you know, um, just do what you got to do. Much appreciated. Oh, by the way, this is all I got for participating. The wing sauce was provided by actually a restaurant actually down in Mexico called Wings Army. Um, so that's who provided the sauce for the contest. I didn't catch the name of the sauce. I said hi and fist pumped a couple of the members of Wings Army. Prior to and after the contest, told them thanks for the support that they do for the contest. A lot of this money goes to charity too. If you go to their website, it's nationalwingfest.com, I believe. If you know how to use Google or another search platform, you could find it easy. If you just type in your browser National Buffalo Wing Festival, um, you'll see a link come up. But anyways, a lot of this money that they generate for this contest, and it's a big contest. Like I said, it says national, so they it's big. It's pretty big. It's held at Highmark Stadium, which is home of the Buffalo Bills. So that cost us a poop ton of money. I was gonna say shit ton, but anyways, I did say shit. But it cost a lot of money to rent that facility. I guarantee you. But some of the profits that they make go to charity, so it's all for fun. So, in order to get in the contest, and I've been trying for a long time, like at least 6 years. Um, Prior to the contest, you go to the website, you find the link, enter contest. There's a list of contests, um, and you fill out the form and you submit it, and they they're supposed to. I thought they were supposed to randomly pick contestants, but apparently they play favorites too, which it's all good, because the guy that won the contest has won it the last 4 years also. So apparently, I thought it was like different contestants because it's amateur, it's not pro. I thought they picked randomly contestants, from all over every year. So it might not have been the same contestants year after year, but there was a guy in his second year, and then there was a guy in his fifth year. So apparently, it's not what I thought, which it's all right, whatever. They go by their rules. But anyways, I filled out that form several years in a row to get in this contest, and I was finally chosen for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe they didn't have enough people. I don't know, or I just got lucky and I was chosen. So I said, "F yeah," and we're there. Um, so I did it. I did it, and I think I was respectable. The guy next to me, if you watch the video that I posted at the 850 mark, or right around the 850 mark, it might be between 850 and 855 of the video. So it's towards the end. Guy right next to me, right to my right, friggin' hurled, man. And that was pretty nasty. It was really pretty nasty. So, anyways. Craig says, I'd eat 35 wings easy. Sounds easy until you actually try it. And then these were big wings. They weren't like the little pigeon wings. They were good sized wings. Um, if you could eat 35 in under 10 minutes, more power to you. But it it's until you actually try it. I don't think it's as easy as what some people think. Um, but if you could do it, yeah, fuck yeah, more power to you. So I wasn't sure about the the quantity. I was kind of nervous about the heat level because I didn't know what to expect. Because they said triple X. Um, one letter said atomic wings, the other letter said like triple X. So I was like, to me, triple X hot sauce, wing sauce, to me is pretty extreme. So I was kind of nervous. So triple X to me is like Carolina Reaper based, Ghost Pepper based, Scorpion based. But I think the wing sauce today was probably had some Carolina in it just by the taste. But I was eating them so fast that it didn't hurt my throat. It didn't hurt my gut. The only thing that was hurting my gut was the quantity of wings I was consuming. It was getting so full I couldn't physically hold it in there. And I really did feel like it sounds gross, but I really did feel like puking. And I did gag a couple times. I ain't lying. Um, but the heat level, I was surprised that the heat level wasn't, to me it wasn't shit. Um, so I don't know. I don't know how I am on a scale to actually competing for like really hot sauce because I've eaten some pretty hot sauce before that did some damage like right from the get go. So maybe that's beyond triple X that I've eaten before. Um, so I don't know, and I'm not bragging on myself. I was expecting the heat level of the wings to be much hotter than they were, and they weren't. My lips around here um, were definitely tingling, but the back of my throat never felt pain back there, and a lot of times it'll hit me in the back of the throat when it's like really extreme. My tongue really didn't burn that much. It was just around. It was just around my kissers right here. So, but anyways, it was the quantity. It was the quantity in such a short time frame. And again, if you watch the video, I I was struggling. I was struggling. So definitely will do it again if invited. And I told the organizers, I told the one lady that was like in charge of coordinating all this and that, and I was like, listen, you had past contestants up here today. I said, if you guys want to invite me again, uh, I said I'll definitely come back. So we'll see if I could at least medal next year if they invite me, because I'll definitely come back. I'll do it again, because I'll probably come to the wing contest anyways. Just because I don't know. I love fish, but I like hot food and I like chicken wings. It's just something else I like to do, and it's just so I spent a fabulous day with my son Jake. So it was a great day excuse me for Jake and I to hang out, and I asked Jake, if he enjoyed the day, and he said he had a great time. So it's a moment that you know I'll remember, but you know, Jake's gonna, yeah, my dad fucking went on fucking big ass stage and competed, so it's something that he could talk to, for a long time. So, anyways, had a good time bonding and hanging out with my boy. So, Craig's Catfish says, I do not do hot. Oh, I do all levels, Craig. I really do. Big Shrimpin', what's happening? So, sorry if you already said it. How spicy were they? Like regular buffalo or bunghole burner? Definitely not. Buffalo is like weak ketchup. So it depends on. For my heat level, Big Shrimpin', they weren't bunghole burning. For my heat level tolerance, they were just extra hot, in my opinion. Um, so I would just say they were on the extra hot level, in my opinion. But according to the the contest, they were supposed to be triple X. So Mel Wall says she can't even do Tabasco. She's a baby. Tabasco is red vinegar, so you are a baby, but that's okay. So stick to barbecue sauce. You guys want to hold on 1 second? I have to go do something. That means potty break.
Those bridges that fit you. Yeah.
Howdy, folks. Grilled blackened fish chicken. Ooh. That sounds good. Making me hungry. LSU is winning against Florida State right now. What is it? Tell me about sauce.
Huh? I'm back. All right. I'm just scrolling back up. Big Shrimpin' says, call me basic, but Frank's Red Hot is my favorite. Frank's is all right. It is. Oh, big news. Any of you guys watch, what's it? It's called Hot Ones, right?
Yeah.
Any of you guys watch Hot Ones on YouTube? It's a big time channel, like huge. If you watch Hot Ones, Jake and I were both interviewed by some of the Hot Ones crew. I forget the gentleman's name, but he's one of the he's not the big time dude on Hot Ones that interviews all the celebrities, but he's part of his staff, part of his show, and he was going around talking to a few people, and he interviewed Jake and I. So if they air, us on the Hot Ones, that'll be some cool ass shit. So we'll see. We'll see if they air it. But let me go back to. I'm reading chat. Sorry, guys. I kind of got behind. So Mel said she can't do Tabasco. Big Shrimp says he likes Frank's. Frank's is okay. To me, it's like too much vinegar, though. You got to mix it. So Craig says, I stayed over at my friend's house as a kid, and his parents come from some island over Fiji or somewhere like that. The food was amazing, but hot and burned my backside out. Gave me the shits. Sometimes that happens. I like hot foods from like all over the world. So, different West Indian cuisine, South American cuisine, Thailand has some really, really hot food. No joke. Thailand. I believe I ate the hottest stuff in the world when I was in Thailand one time. I ordered some um, seafood curry, and in Thailand, a lot of the places they would have the seafood out on ice, and you would pick out whatever you wanted. And they would ask you how you wanted it cooked. So I ordered some, or they had some nice big squid, and sitting out on ice, nice, clean, fresh looking. So I told the kid, I said, I want them as hot as you can make them. He said, "Are you serious?" I said, "Yep." I said, "I want as hot as you can make them." He said, "Okay." He says, "We're going to make you some hot curry with some rice with the squid." I said, "Do what you got to do." So, and this is like in an open air bar, pretty cool place. So I go sit at a table, sitting with my buddy, and they bring me my food, and the shit is fucking lava. It's hot. And my buddy that's with me, it's a big guy from Texas, and I'm eating it and I'm snorting. My nose is running, hot. I was like, this shit is fucking hot. It is. He was like, you don't know nothing about hot. He's like, I'm from Texas. He's like, let me taste it. I was like, you taste it. He took a bite of it, and he was like, fuck that. So he was like, that shit's fucking nasty. It's too fucking hot. So, but I ate about 3/4 of it, but then I couldn't handle it no more. But it was good. It was really good. Um, and then they came back, how you like your food? I was like, it's really good. And I was like, you did what I told you. I told you guys to make it hot as fuck, and you did. And so, again, it was really good. No joke. But that my buddy from Texas, talking shit, and then he took a bite, and it was like, fuck that. That shit makes me laugh. But anyways, that's a side story. Alishan says, I do a grilled blackened fish chicken. That's it. Blackened fish is excellent. Blackened chicken's good, but Alishan, if you get some nice grouper fillets and blacken that on, oh, super good. And then if you ever go down south, um, in Alabama, we eat triggerfish. I don't know if they eat it in Florida and whatnot, but triggerfish blackened is like one of the best fish that you'll ever eat. So, Last Raven, hello. Craig says he sweats. I sweat came all over my red face. Yeah. Chevy. Oh, Chevy says hi, Jake.
Hello.
Um, hold on. I missed a bunch in chat. Sorry, I was jumping around. So forgive me, guys. I'm not real good at this live shit, anyways. I just do pop ups every now and then. Um, Chevy says hi, all you lurkers. Oh yeah, Sean Evans is great. They asked Jake and I what our favorite episode was, and I told him the Shaquille O'Neal episode, and the guy asked me to make the Shaquille O'Neal face, so I had to pull. I had sunglasses on, so I had to pull my sunglasses off, and I was like, so he was like, you did a pretty good Shaquille O'Neal impersonation. It was kind of funny. And then Jake's response was the Post Malone episode. So both really good. So if you guys never checked out Hot Ones on YouTube, definitely check it out. It's he Sean Evans interviews a bunch of celebrities, famous people, and stuff. Another question that they asked us, and I froze and I couldn't give a good answer. They asked Jake and I who we would like to see on a Hot Ones episode, and I couldn't think of anything. And I responded to us like, one day I'm gonna be famous, so interview me. So we'll see. And I forget who Jake said. Jake said somebody from
Aaron Paul. From,
Aaron Hall.
Aaron Paul.
Oh, Aaron Paul. So he said Aaron Paul from one of the actors from Breaking Bad. But I couldn't think of anybody. I was just like, my brain farted, and I said, me, interview me. So that would be cool shit, but I doubt it'll happen. Um, I did one of those competitions at a restaurant in Williamsburg. Oh, sorry. Like, I had to sign a waiver. So, Big Sherman says, I did a competition at a restaurant in Williamsburg, VA, that if you ate all 10, your whole table was free. I was going to take one for the team, and needless to say, we paid for our food. That's funny. The first year, the first year I went to the National Chicken Wing Festival, I don't even remember what year it was. I think it was 8 years ago. So if you're friends of me on Facebook, I posted like a old picture. So the first year I went to the National Chicken Wing Festival, I didn't even know it was a thing. I've been living in New York for a while, but I just kind of came across it on the internet because I like chicken wings. I like hot food. They go together really well. And I found out there was actually a festival, and I was like, fuck yeah. So I told my wife, and then this was like early in the year. I seen it. I said, we're going to this. Labor Day weekend, we're going to this. And I looked forward to it all summer long. I booked a hotel way in advance, and it was just going to be a family vacation. Um, we had planned, I had planned it out. I was like, we're going to go on Saturday, make it a whole weekend because it's Labor Day weekend. So I was like, we're going to go to the festival on Saturday. We're going to go to Niagara Falls on Sunday. Um, and then take an easy chill out ride back on Monday. So make it just like a nice long weekend. And so we get to Buffalo, we check into the hotel, we drive to the festival, which at that time it was downtown Buffalo at the Bison Stadium, so the minor league baseball team, right downtown Buffalo. We get down there, and we pay, for admission. We walk through the gate, a lot of people, and I'm just taking in the sights. There's a whole infield, or actually the whole stadium field around the perimeter is just lined with restaurant tents. So it was really cool from places from all over the country and actually all over the world because they have places from Mexico, from the Virgin Islands and whatnot. I don't know where else, but walk in. I go up to one tent, and it's a restaurant chain called Arugas, and this is the first and only time I ever seen Arugas there. So I walk up there, very first tent I go to, very first restaurant I go to. Walk up there, I asked the girl, I was like, "What is the hottest sauce you have?" And she tells me Ghost Faced Killer. I was like, "I want to try a Ghost Faced Killer." She says, "If you do 3 wings in 90 seconds, you get a T-shirt." I was like, "Well, give me 3 fucking wings then." So she yells out to one of her coworkers, "We got a challenger." So they put 3 wings on a little paper boat and go over to a table. And in the meantime, another girl did the same thing. Some other lady, um, she wants to do the challenge too. And the guy, he has a stopwatch. He came over. He handed me some latex gloves. He said, "Put the gloves on." I was like, "I need them." He said, "This sauce is really hot, so if you touch yourself somewhere that you don't want to later on, um, you might appreciate having the gloves on." So I put the gloves on. He has a stopwatch. He says, "You guys have 90 seconds to eat 3 wings." I says, "That's easy as shit." So he's like, "Ready, set, go." I ate the wings like super fast, like done, boom. And then that shit was like, that was triple X. Honestly, that Ghostface Killer from Arugas was triple X. Jake was pretty young at the time. He was taking pictures of me. So I just like looked over at Jake. I said, "Go find me some water." And Jake's like little. Yeah, he was 10. And we're in a stadium with thousands of people. And he was like, just like deer in the headlights, like, "Get me some water from where?" But like behind him, I look over his head, and behind him, I see a vendor selling beverages. So I run over there, and he had an ice chest with beer, water, soda, and stuff. I didn't even say anything. I just reached over, I lifted up his ice chest, and I grabbed a bottle of water, and I started chugging it. And people say that water intensifies it. Um, Honestly, the only thing that helps you with the heat, all that dairy product and this and that, that's all wives' tale. The only thing that helps is time. It's only thing that helps with the capsium is time. But in the heat of the moment, in all of that, you mentally you got to drink something. So, anyways, I grabbed a bottle of water and I chugged it, and I looked at the guy and he's watching me and he was like, "What the fuck?" And so I chugged the water and I said, "How much is that?" And he was like, $4, and it was for like a fucking 16-ounce bottle of water. I was like, $4. I was like, "Fuck!" I was like, "I don't give a shit if it's 400." So I pulled out cash. I gave him money real quick, and then it kind of subsided for a second, and then I was like, ah, and then it hit me and my stomach started cramping. I was like, fuck. Jake said something about there's ice cream. So I turned around, there's a Perry's ice cream stand. So I run over there. Milk don't help, Chevy. So I run over to the Perry's ice cream stand and I was like, give me some ice cream. God, I'm fucking hurting. Like literally going through men's labor pains. My stomach was fucking knotting up and killing me. So I told the lady at the Perry's ice cream stand, I was like, give me some ice cream. She's like, what flavor? I was like, I don't give a fuck. I was like, I don't care. So she gives me a little cup of ice cream and I eat that real fast. And then I turn around and my wife, she's standing there and she's just like looking at me. And she was like, you're a fucking idiot. She's like, we drove all this way. You've been anticipating and looking forward to coming to the festival for many months. And she says, the first 10 minutes, you do this to yourself. And I told her, I was like, I didn't expect it to be that hot, and it was like no joke. I couldn't. The first year I went to the Wing Festival, I didn't enjoy it. So I tried to. We started walking around a little bit. My stomach kept cramping up, and we had a bunch of food tickets, so I didn't want to waste those. And I went and sat in one of the stadium seats, and my wife and the boys, because Elijah was 10, so Elijah or no, Jake was 10, so Elijah was 7.
7, yeah.
Yeah,
6 or
7. So they went. I was like, go. I'm gonna sit here for a while and chill and but my stomach kept cramping up like fucking like nasty knot and finally they went and bought some chicken wings and bought some pizza and stuff and the old fat daddy was just in pain and my wife says she said you want to hang out at the festival anymore? I said I'm not eating anything else the rest of the day. So we left and went back to the hotel and I was feeling like crap. Stomach was still hurting. My wife took the boys down to the swimming pool and I was laying in bed and finally I was like, this stuff got to come out. It has to come out. Sounds gross, but I went in the bathroom and I just made myself get it out. And after that, I brushed my teeth, took a swig of water, and I felt fine. And then I went down to the pool and told my wife I was hungry. And she said, what do you want to eat? I said, not chicken wings today. So, but anyways, that's my story on that. So, hope you enjoyed my bullshitting on that. So,
They had a company that makes the hot ones, like sauce. They had a stand. Like, we completely, like, I walked past it or whatever.
that was Puckerbutt.
No, Heat Mist.
Oh, they were there?
They were there.
Oh,
And I
man.
just looked and I'm like, are you serious? They had a challenge to do, win a free bottle of sauce.
I would have did it.
Challenge. I probably would have done it. I would have been like, hey, how hot is this?
So, I'm scrolling back up, guys, because my story went kind of long. So, Alice Hands, do I like Indian food? Indian food is okay. some of the spices, Alishan, I'm not like a big fan of. I like tikka masala, which isn't hot. But overall, Indian food is not my favorite. Um, cuisine. It's okay. Thai food is 10 times better than Indian food. Excuse me. Said they made me sign a waiver saying I wasn't pregnant or a heart condition. Oh, I had to sign a waiver today. So, um, I definitely signed a waiver today. Says I just got those Mackie V's Reaper pickles yesterday. They're almost too hot. Well, if they're made with Reaper big shrimping, Reaper is right now. There's peppers hotter than the Reaper, but on record, as far as like Guinness is concerned, the Carolina Reaper is the hottest pepper on record. But there are peppers that are hotter than it right now. Actually grown by the same mad scientists that came up with the Carolina Reaper, but they're not on record yet. So, and that's if you watch on YouTube, look up a guy Ed Curry. His name's Ed Curry. He's the owner and founder of Pucker Butt Peppers. He is the one that developed the Carolina Reaper. So check him out. And thank you for saying that, Chevy. Hit the like button. Does help us a little bit. Trying to grow the channel some more. I don't do anything fancy with the channel, but we are trying to get it a little bit bigger. I definitely have the subs. I just would like to get more watch hours, and then the likes do help. So do what you got to do. If you don't want to, hit the unlike button. I really don't care because when you hit the unlike button, it actually helps the AI also. Craig says this might sound hot, but the biggest thing I'm going to enjoy at the new place is having the toilet in the fish room as I get cold at night and going outside. Oh, I didn't know you had to use the restroom outside. That does kind of suck. But so yeah, definitely having the the latrine inside has to be a bonus. So yeah, Chevy, back to drinking like dairy. That's a myth. So it's a lot of it's time. So the dairy may help coat the stomach a little bit, but it doesn't do nothing to help with the heat. And yeah, this is the citrus helps break down the oils. So yeah, that's a fact. It doesn't really it'll help some, but it's still time. So the citrus might help break up some of the stomach cramps. So what's up, Stephen P? Sorry, I'm just getting she avoids spicy like the plague. I go right at it, Mel. I go right at it. Just like the story I just told. I just, for whatever reason, I don't know, I get a rush from it. So yeah. Stephen P, hello. And fine dying, all my love and support. Thank you, Mel. All right. So I'm at the bottom of the chat. A lot of people dropped out. But we're like right at about an hour. I don't even know what time it is. What time is it?
5:30.
Oh, it's not that late. So just kind of sitting here in Buffalo bored. So but yeah, if you guys have any questions on fish or food, feel free to ask. If you ever get a chance to go to this festival, uh, is it the best festival in the world? I don't know, but if you like chicken wings and you like trying different sauces, and this whole festival pretty much is based on the sauce. So it's all about the sauce because all the wings are fried in one central location, and then they take those wings and they bring them around to the different restaurants that are participating, and all the restaurants that are participating are actually in the competition, and then they get serious. Um, but it's all about their sauces, and there are so many different types of chicken wing sauces available at this festival. Stuff you never even heard of. Some crazy stuff. There was one made with like
cereal sauce, like it had like cornflakes, syrup, something else on it.
it's crazy.
Fluff. There was
There was another one called Fluffer Nutter, but it was like that that fluff that you make peanut butter and fluff sandwiches with, but with
It had
like
peanut butter, it had fluff.
yeah, peanut butter fluff and then like some extreme peppers mixed into it. I was wanting to try it, but I didn't eat any wings. I didn't eat anything. Um, Jake and I took my wife to work this morning. She had to work at 7 o'clock. So I dropped her off at work, and then she was going to get a ride home from one of her coworkers. So I dropped her off in Albany at 7 a.m. Then I drove back to the house, which is west of there, anyways. Uh, and Jake and I left Scotia at 8 a.m. About 8, and maybe 8:30. So we left. Buffalo's a 4-hour ride, so we got to Buffalo. Uh, yeah, about 12. There's a good sized shopping mall not far from where our hotel is, the Walden Galleria. So we went and just putzed around the shopping mall. I didn't eat anything except for one large coffee from Stewart's. That's all I ate. Hey, Jake, we stopped at a rest stop and he got like a bag of chips and a soda, and that's all. And then we bought one sheet of tickets, which was a sheet of tickets was 10 wings. That was it. So Jake ate like 4 or 5 wings. I didn't eat anything because uh, I had the competition. I didn't eat nothing all day. And that's a long story, Steven. Man, you got to do the replay. Or I could tell you at the Clash. I could be more animated, especially after, several beers in me. But that's a long story. And yeah, that one hurt me, Steven. But anyways, um, back, yeah, I didn't eat nothing all day, hoping that I would have a ton of room in my gut. But I thought I could do it. I didn't expect a win, but I uh, I ate 23 fucking wings in less than 10 minutes, and the wings were big. These weren't those little. They weren't those, when you buy like a 5 pound bag of frozen chicken wings at Aldi's or at your whatever your local grocery store is. Um, and you thaw them out and you cook them, and they end up being these fucking little pigeon wings, waste of money. So I quit buying those frozen bags because they throw all the rejects in there. That's what you get, and that's why they're so cheap. But they weren't these. These were these big fat meaty bones. So, anyways, it was definitely a lot of chicken wing meat in a short amount of time. Um, and the heat level, honestly, the heat level again, I go back to that. It wasn't. It was like, it wasn't atomic wings. It was only Steven. It was only, yeah, and I could eat a lot of hot food, and I'm not bragging. I just can't. Um, in my opinion, I think the heat level. They said they were supposed to be triple X. I think they were single X. Um, I don't even know the name of the wing sauce that we all had the same wing sauce, and they were from this company here, this restaurant here, which actually was out of Mexico. It was a restaurant called Wing Army, and they've been contestants at this event for several years, and they've won a lot of trophies. And their line at their restaurant tent at the facility is always like really really long, so they're a fan favorite. But um, yeah, they said that the contest was supposed to be triple X, but when I dug in, it didn't hit me like a triple X wing. So I don't know. It was either my heat tolerance or it just wasn't as hot as what I thought they would be. Yeah, exactly. It was the amount of food in such a short amount of time that that held me back. And if you watch the video, Steven, I posted it on our channel. Jake was in the crowd and he took to video at about the 850 mark, right around a little bit past the 850 mark, 851, 852. The guy to my right fucking hurled, and Jake didn't. Jake didn't see it on the video. And I asked him. I was like, "Did you get it on video of that guy puking?" He's like, "I don't think so." So when I previewed the video before I posted it, I was like, "You got it," and it's like the fucking Exorcist. It was like, bleh. I was like, "Oh, this is fucking nasty," because I didn't during the contest. I didn't witness him puking, but the MC walked by and he was like, "Oh, he's out." He said something like that. I can't remember exactly. He said what?
There goes lunch.
Oh yeah, he walked by and said, "Oh, there goes lunch." And then I looked over and I seen it like on the table in front of. None of it got on me or even come close to me, or else I probably would have lost it too. But I looked over and I saw that and I was like, "Oh fuck." Just thinking to myself, "Oh fuck." And then my stomach was already full, and then I did a little couple. I came pretty close. I came pretty close to doing the same thing because I felt it. I did a little like little herky jerkies in my throat and my gut, and I was like I stopped a little bit. You could see me towards the end. I stopped and had to just like kind of like I don't know, take it in and recoup. And it was like, oh fuck, let it settle. Drink a little water. This and the water wasn't like I said. I didn't think the wings were that hot, but the water like kind of helped like push it down and wash it down a little bit. But it definitely was. It was an experience. So right, everybody you only live once, right? So and that's the way I look at it. So YOLO this motherfucker. uh, yeah. So that's my story, and I did tell the organizers that if I'll submit my name on the form again for next year, and I'll definitely come back if they invite me again because I think I could at least medal. I don't know if I could win. I don't know if I could win because I think they played some favorites in that because the winner actually you were supposed to clean 90% of the bone according to the rules. And the winner did he? I don't think so. I don't think so. So, but I wasn't a judge and is what it is. So, more power to you, I reckon. So, who knows? But I'll definitely give it an attempt again because I think I was close to getting third. I was pretty close. If you watch the video, I was close. And I don't know if I would have dug down deep and fucking Vision Quest this motherfucker. I probably could have got it, but who knows? It was hard though. I ain't lying. It was hard. So And that's my story on that. But definitely an experience. So, yeah. So, I'll definitely have a couple funny stories at the Clash if you guys want to shoot the shit with me at the Clash. That being said, um, Keystone Clash is coming up real soon. Really soon. So look online, KeystoneClash.com. You can find out all the information about it. So if you're within, we got people coming in from all over the country. What's up, Aquatic Universe? Mike B. How's it going? Thank you for joining. But this year's Keystone Clash, we have people coming in from all over the country. We have some speakers coming out of the country also. I know one of the speakers is coming over from Germany, so pretty cool. So check it out, KeystoneClash.com. You can see who the speakers are going to be. You can find out all the other information about the convention coming up. And yours truly is going to be one of the vendors. Plus, KJ Aquatics has several fish in the show also. So if you want to try to stack your fish up against mine, let's do it. Because I am going to win some bling with the fish that I bring. Look, I be rapping with that motherfucker. Yeah. So yeah, Steven, put that in one of your raps. Yeah. I'm gonna win me some bling with the fish that I bring. That's what I'm doing. So yeah, looking forward to seeing all you guys hanging out, shooting the breeze. Definitely, Keystone Clash is a lot of fun. It's a pretty big social event. Um, I'm hoping also people bring some money because there's going to be not just me, but there's going to be a ton of other vendors there offering a myriad of products and fish. Um, some really nice stuff, good stuff. I know I got high end, high quality stuff, but I also know several other vendors that are personal friends of mine that sell some really nice fish and then some other really good products as well. So there's definitely going to be some good stuff there. So bring your wallet, bring your checkbook, bring your credit cards, even if you don't if you got a big balance on your credit card, definitely bring it. Spend it now and pay for it later. I don't care because I get mine when I get it. So, thank you, Chevy. Cash is king. Definitely. Thanks for bringing that up. Listen up. At the KJ Aquatics booth, we are bringing a bunch of botanicals. All right. If you don't know what botanicals are, you can check out. I posted a couple shorts and stuff about botanicals, and I posted some videos about botanicals. But anyways, I'm not going to get into detail on that unless you guys start asking me questions. But we're bringing a bunch of botanicals. I'm bringing a nice big assortment of botanicals that people can interact with. So you could actually dig your hands in, look at them, touch them, feel them, do whatever you want to do. Look at them. But that big box so the show is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're going to be auctioning off that, not auctioning off the box. We're going to be giving that box that's on display away on Saturday at 5:30. But get this, you're going to get a raffle ticket. You're going to get one raffle ticket with every purchase you make, and you can make multiple purchases. You'll get one raffle ticket per purchase if it's a card sale. If you pay with cash, you're going to get two tickets per purchase, and then that's going to enter you for this. It's a nice box of um, botanicals, so you'll get entered to win that box. Plus, not just that box, plus your choice of a jar of Dr. Baz Layer food in the 150 or 170 gram size. So your choice plus the botanicals. Just by buying something from us, you're going to get a raffle ticket. You do have to be present to win. I'm not going to chase anybody down and ship anything. So you have to be present to win at 5:30 on Saturday. We'll draw a ticket. If you're not there, if you're not present, and speak up within a few minutes, we're going to throw that ticket away, and we are going to draw another ticket. So you have to be present to win in order to do that. And I'll answer questions at the Keystone Clash about it. But again, 1 ticket for a card sale, 2 tickets for every purchase with cash. Plus, we will give, depending on what it is, we'll give this cash discounts on certain products, depending on what it is. All right. Because if you don't know, credit cards cost a vendor, a store, a lot of money in fees. So I can give you, depending on what it is, I can give you a cash discount up front. If you use cash, obviously, not a card. So don't expect any discounts if you come to me with a credit card. If you want to do that, take advantage of the channel coupon codes that are given to certain channels, and you could order right now online, and then you'll take advantage of those channel discount codes. So if you follow some of our friends' channels, then you'll see that we do give some of those channels discount codes, and you could save a significant amount of money by just using that code also at checkout on our website. If you don't know what our website is, it's kjeaquatics.com, and we sell a ton of different products: high-end fish foods, water conditioners, other water chemicals, medications, live plants, whatnot, sponge filters, Thrive fertilizers, the Thrive line of fertilizers, all kinds of good stuff. It's all good stuff. Yeah, Liquid Zeus says, Liquid Zeus is Jason and Foxy and FishFam.link all have coupon codes. The best coupon code you're going to get is if you're a FishFam.link Patreon member. All right. So be sure to try to help to support FishFam.link by becoming a Patreon member. And Matt can maybe throw up some more details about that. Or you can go to FishFam.link and search up at the top about like becoming a Patreon member. It doesn't cost you that much. And it's not only KJE that offers the discount. There's other discount codes for Patreon members, and you don't have to give that much. $5 a month. If you use those coupon codes with those participating vendors, you're gonna recoup that money so fast. So it's like nothing. So yeah, Matt had to do some dirty stuff to get that. So that's okay. That is what's up, PA Fish Keeper or Fish Preacher. I'm sorry, haven't seen you around in a while. So thanks for joining. So hold on, I missed some stuff in chat. Liquid Zoo says all I hear now is I could buy now and pay later at KJE Aquatics. You could do that through PayPal. PayPal has an option like that, so you definitely can. Excuse me. Coral Works says not true, Coral. Definitely not true. If you haven't been to the National Wing Fest, there are plenty of wing sauces that will F you up. So, not always true about that. Oh, Keith takes payments. Yeah, the fuck I do. Do it through PayPal. I need my money now, bro. So Again, yeah, it's cold beer time. What time you got now? 9 o'clock.
9:50.
Oh, 9:50. Oh shit. So we got 4 people in chat now. People starting to go to sleep. Can you pay in pennies if they're rolled, Stephen P? If they're counted correctly and they're rolled, I'll take them. Don't no loose pennies, but roll them, and I'll take them. But yeah, if you want to pay in, $50, $60 in pennies loose, no. So I'm not taking your poker money loose. You got to roll them. What's the score now? 17-14. LSU 17, Florida State 14. Hold on a second. Okay. Sorry, guys. You ain't gonna get much for that, Matt. So I will though. I'm still pretty. That reminds me though, if I do the Wing Fest, if I do the contest again next year, I might have to shave all this stuff off because I had um, I had that sauce like I had like a big Joker mask on. This stuff. If you like zoom in on the video, that shit was all over. I got it. I'm still wearing the shirt. They gave us these shirts. We all had to wear the same T-shirts for the competition, for the sponsorship. But the front of my shirt, you can't really see it, but there's sauce all over the front of the shirt. So I'll take a shower later and throw on a clean shirt. But I don't know. Definitely a good time though. So. Chevy throwing up the fishfam.link right there. So yeah, well, there's only 4 people in there now. So the 4 people in here are probably already Patreon members. So if you're a Patreon member, yeah, you don't have to take advantage of the discount codes, but they're there for you to use if you want to. You don't. You can do what you want, but I know um, there's some Fish Fam members that are very supportive, not only to us but to many other people, and they have access to discount codes, and they don't use them. Um, I know one sweet lady in particular. She told me she won't use them. She buys stuff from me, and she buys stuff from many other people, and she never uses a discount code. Even if I give her a discount code, she don't use it. And to me, that really shows the love and support for what she does because she knows who she is. Um, but you know, other people use the discount codes. They're there. Take advantage of them. Definitely use them. If I get a coupon code for a website that I'm looking to purchase something on, um, I, I've used it. So it is what it is. So they're out there. Take advantage and use it. Um, yeah, Matt threw out the sweet lady's name. Dee Dee is a fantastic person, and she supports like everybody in the fish fan. She really does. Um, Even people I don't like, and I don't like a lot of people, but Dee Dee likes everybody, which is cool. So you're right. Dee Dee's a good lady.
I'm surprised you haven't gotten hungry yet. I'm not gonna lie.
I gotten what?
I'm not like hungry yet.
I'm not.
When we ate at like 3 and it's now like 9. That's 6 hours. Usually you can't go 4 hours without eating.
Dude, you don't realize how many friggin' chicken wings I ate.
No, like I know, like the most I've ever done is 20 like wings.
Yeah, you didn't eat them like so
I
fast.
didn't eat them that fast though. So that's the
Jake's
biggest
wondering
problem.
why I'm not hungry. We stopped at a Wegmans, and we don't have Wegmans out in Eastern New York, but they got Wegmans out in Western New York. I love Wegmans. So, but there's a Wegmans around the corner, and then on the way back from Orchard Park, we stopped at a Wegmans around the corner, and we picked up a couple snacks. I got a box of Wegmans Cheez-Its, so that was gonna be my midnight stack, but I haven't even opened it yet. And Jake, he just said he's surprised that I haven't eaten anything yet. And Jake I might eat his cookies later,
That's okay.
but Jake got some Wegmans chocolate chip cookies here. They actually look really good.
They actually are pretty good.
Yeah. So he already ate one. Yeah, Jake likes things soft. He can't handle it hard. So yeah. But so he likes these little soft cookies, yeah. So anyways, well, if he goes to sleep before me, he might not wake up with any cookies. But anyways, oh, let me check this out. They had a stand for this sriracha. If you guys could see the brand, but if you at the Wing Festival, the young lady told me, she said, and they had like the little QR code. She said, if you sign up and follow our Instagram page, we'll give you a free sample. That's a sample bottle. So this is 200 milliliters. And then the brand, it's a lot of this is written in.
Toss me the other one. I'll try to find the brand on the other one.
Oh, it's OCM Globe Incorporated. So it's the product of Thailand, bottled in California. Just looking at the back label, because a lot of the writing is in a language I can't read, but it's non-Kong. I can't even say this. Non-Kong Dong Bay. So, if you recognize this brand, this kicks the Rooster's butt. It was like that good, and I asked the young girl, I was like, can you buy this? She says they have it in most Asian markets. So if you have an Asian market in your area, go look for this sauce. So take a screenshot right now, see what's on the bottle. It has a goose, so no rooster, but it's like a goose on the bottle. This shit is like really good. I'm not lying. So if you're a fan of sriracha and you've been disappointed in the Hong Fong rooster sauce lately, because it's not the same anymore. The son took over. The son-in-law took over, not the son, but the son-in-law took over that business in California, and he went from sourcing peppers for quality to sourcing peppers for price, and it's not the same anymore. That's why there's been a shortage of that too, because there's a big feud with the grower that provided the peppers for years and years for that company. So let's see. Stephen P says, next time eat an apple in the morning. Apples on an empty stomach really wakes it up. Huh. Maybe I'll try that, because the only thing, Stephen, that I ate prior to the contest was a cup of coffee at about 6:30 this morning. I had a large cup, I don't know, 16, 20 ounces, probably 20 ounces. So it was a big cup, um, but that's all I had. And I didn't eat anything. And I was starving when we got to the Wing Fest. I was like really hungry, but I was like, I'm not eating anything just because I was trying to keep as much room as possible. And I thought my gut was big, or my belly's big, but I don't think my stomach is inside my belly as big as I thought it was. So who knows? Maybe some other probiotics. Thinking maybe like take a couple spoonfuls of kimchi in the morning or something like that, or some kombucha or something. Maybe a couple shots of apple cider vinegar. Who knows? That maybe the probiotics might help. That's just an idea because it gets that gut rolling. Who knows? Keith, what is the best botanicals for Gardenia red pinto shrimp? Well, I don't keep those shrimp, but in general, all botanicals are going to be good. Um, some really popular ones for all shrimp in general, obviously, are all your soft botanicals. Soft botanicals include all your leaves. So the everyday common catappa leaves, Indian almond leaves. At KJE, we stock a bunch of other leaves. Mulberry leaves are going to be put mulberry leaves in the shopping cart for any shrimp. All right, they're more of a food source than like a tannin. So put put mulberry leaves in there. But then your other leaves are all very similar, and really good. They're going to provide a food source plus the tannins. So your catappa, your cashew, we got mangrove, we got guava, we got jackfruit, we have cocoa leaves, not from the cocaine plant, but from the chocolate tree, the cocoa. All right, and then some other stuff that's like has like really good effects on the tank, but also aesthetic wise. Your sterculia pods look really cool and offer some nice tannins. Your jacaranda pods are really woody and they're going to last a long time. And if you really want some like rich, deep, concentrated tannins, uh, look at the twisty pods on our website. Um, they'll put a lot of tannins in the water. And then another like really common one is that a lot of people use are your alder cones, but we also have birch cones and the casuarina cones. Um, so it's kind of like a lot of them have very like they're very similar, um, but it's going to be based on the aesthetics that you kind of want. But definitely put mulberry leaves in your shopping cart. Um, because they're really good for all shrimp food wise. So, and then you can see some more information on our website. But but yeah, it's kind of like again, it's gonna be how you want the tank to look. I kind of like leave it at that. So, and then yeah, Steven says the shrimp like the jackfruit. So yeah, all your soft botanicals, which are going to be um, all your leaves plus your lotus pods. Um, Lotus pods are really cool. They look really cool in the tank too, and the lotus pods are going to have a bunch of little holes in the center, which offer a lot of good little hidey holes for young baby shrimp too. So, uh, so that's my answer to that. Um, I hope it helped. You all right? Okay, Johnny. Yeah, if you have any questions, if I'm still live, hit me up here, or you could you could always find me on Facebook. I've once I shut this down, I might hit the hay. But you could always find us on Facebook at facebook.com/KJE Aquatics, or um, if you're friends with me on my personal account, you can shoot me a message there. Excuse me. Or you could always email us. You could email us through the website, but I do suggest to email me through my Gmail account, because the website, when people email me through the website, it's Keith at kjeaquatics.com. Excuse me. Um, it goes through the website, then it goes through like a filter, and then I get that into my Gmail. I can go right to that account, but I don't always check it. But it kind of gets delayed when it goes through the filter. It ends up back in my Gmail anyways. So sometimes I don't get it right away. So I always recommend people to email me right to my Gmail account, which is, and it's pretty easy to remember, it's just kjeaquatics@gmail.com. So what's up, Leo? So, but I know a lot of people don't like Facebook, which is fine. I'm not gonna argue the point. But Facebook for me is essential for business, and Facebook Messenger is actually it's it's the fastest, easiest way to get a hold of me is through Facebook Messenger. Um, KJE, for the FX6, do you recommend using the FX spray bar? I've never used a canister filter, Leo. Um, Maybe Stephen P can if he's still in here, he could answer that question. But I don't use canisters, so I can't answer. I can't answer a question on a piece of equipment really if I've never used it. So um, don't know, don't know. And it also, with the spray bar, it's going to be depend on what you have in the tank. So see, Steven's still here. He can help you. Yeah, no, Leo, I don't use canisters. My whole fish rooms run off of um, I run my whole fish room off of one air pump and uh, sponge filters and box filters or corner filters. Box filter and a corner filter to me is same principle. That's just loud. Hey, Weenie, Jay,
What?
that's just loud.
What?
Your whatever you're watching on your phone.
It's not even halfway up.
Yeah, it's loud though. Keith on Facebook. Keith KJ Aquatics Facebook. Yeah. So it's facebook.com/KJ Aquatics. Yep. That's the, if I'm not live on YouTube, again, Facebook is the easiest, fastest way to get a hold of me. And a lot of times, what's up, PNW? What's happening? Thanks for joining. A lot of times on using Facebook Messenger, people want to see pictures of stuff, and it's so much easier for me. Honestly, it is, versus email. So some people don't use Facebook or they don't use Instagram, but they want to see pictures of stuff. I could do it. It's just it's not. It's very time consuming. Um, it really is. So Facebook Messenger and Instagram is actually way faster. I know a lot of you guys use Discord too. I'm not a huge fan of Discord. It's probably because of my age. Um, I'm I'm not a fan of Discord. And there's a lot of people in the fish fam that use Discord that are old fogies like me, but it's just not a platform that I'm accustomed to. So I'm not a fan of it just because I don't like it and I don't use it that much. Another platform that's like kind of popular in the hobby is the Band app. Um, I'm on Band, but I really don't use it that much. I actually kind of hate it, but that's just my opinion. Um, and I'm kind of opinionated. Some people think I'm over opinionated, but I don't care. I'm the type of person that'll keep it real too and tell you if I like or don't like something. Sometimes that offends people too, but fuck it. So you can do private one on one in Discord too. Yeah, just Chevy. I really don't. I'm on the Discord app with Fish Fam. I'm on there. I just don't use it much, so I don't check it every day, and I definitely don't check Band every day. Um, lucky if I check Band once a week, but I'm on Facebook every day. I'm on Instagram every day. I do check my email every day, but I don't check my email like all the time. Facebook, if you message me on Facebook, I get notification like right away. So I do a lot of business chats on Facebook. So I don't. Again, people don't like Facebook for whatever reason. That's their prerogative. I don't. If I don't understand why. I mean, I understand Facebook is like can be like pretty toxic, but so can everything else. And then if you don't like all the Facebook groups or chats or whatever, just don't go into them. But you can still use Facebook Messenger. Um, just my opinion. It's free too. You can actually do calls through Facebook Messenger too. So if you don't have, uh, so for a long time, my boys didn't have, they didn't have cell service because me and my wife wouldn't pay for it. But they had iPhones where they could, if they were on Wi-Fi, they could log into it. So you could actually click call through Facebook, via Wi-Fi. So says I don't like Facebook, but to be fair, I've never been on there. So that proves nothing's PNW. So um, Facebook Messenger works great. It really does. Um, but I think Facebook Messenger works really great. Maybe not the whole Facebook platform because it has its pros and cons. I won't even get into that, but there's definitely pros and cons. You can get a lot of good information and share a lot of good information in Facebook groups as long as you're in the right groups. There's a ton of shitty fish Facebook groups, and same way with Band. There's a ton of crap there. There's a ton of crappy ass YouTube channels regarding fish. Um, again, my opinion. So it's all opinion based. So is what it is. Says, do you know if Jesse from Hawaii is safe? I don't know Jesse, but Zen. I admin several groups, and as far as about being polite, I'm just kind of straightforward when I admin stuff. I mod stuff. I'm straightforward. Sometimes I might hurt a feeling or two, but I'll do that. I'll do that on YouTube also. I'll do it on Instagram, um, and I don't do it on purpose. It's just the nature of the beast. I don't kind of I don't kiss butt or pussyfoot around sometimes. So it's just how I am. So I might offend some people sometimes, but is what it is. Who puts salt in their water, Mandy? Technically not true, John. Lisa's channel is salt water. Uh, what's the score now?
It's 17-24.
Florida State beating LSU 24-17. So, where are they playing at? Because that makes a difference too. LSU's like home record is like really good versus on the road.
I think they're away.
So, oh yeah, if they're playing in Tallahassee, so who knows? Still got 10 people here. Who's the 10? You guys ain't shouted your name out. Make a comment so I know who's here. And for those of you guys here, it's much appreciated.
Stadium is what's Camping World Stadium?
Huh?
Camping World. There's like Camping World on the middle of the field.
Oh, I don't know. They'll have the logo. Florida State will have their like Indian logo in the middle of the field. Oh, I don't know. Oh, this is probably a neutral stadium. Oh. So I don't know who's knowing these two teams. They might be playing in Atlanta. Ooh, he just got like that dude like put his elbow in his head. Yeah, I don't know. But like a game, these are two like top teams.
Yeah, I know.
So they might be playing in a neutral field.
That's true.
So they might be playing in Atlanta. I don't know because I don't.
There's a lot of
Florida State people.
yeah, there's a lot of Florida State fans.
If they're playing in Atlanta, Atlanta's closer to Tallahassee, so it's actually not that far. Oh, they just stuffed in. Motherfuckers are hitting hard. Huh. Anyways, sorry. I was just checking. I was just watching the game a little bit. So, New Local Austin, hello. Yeah, Florida State's kind of whooping LSU's butt right now. I mean, the boys are hitting hard.
Florida just started to pick up too. They were keeping up.
Yeah.
You could tell LSU was just a little bit better.
Yeah.
Now it's LSU is choking. Florida State is just a little bit better.
I don't like Florida State. I'm not a big fan of LSU either, but I don't like Florida State. Because Florida State beat Auburn in the national championship a few years back. That was 2014. So it was more than a few years. Yeah, it was more than a few years. I think it was 20.
Almost 10 years. Actually, that is almost 10 years.
Yeah, because
9 years ago.
that was yeah. I think it was 2014. It was Jameis Winston was the quarterback and he was fucking punk. But anyways,
They got first down.
who did? LSU?
It's the third quarter with 22 seconds.
Oh. You guys got any other questions or comments or want to hear my opinions on something? Because like I told you, I am opinionated.
So
what's up, Skip?
Yeah.
What's up, Jeff?
This upcoming weekend,
yeah,
Israel Adesanya and Sean Strickland fighting in UFC. So that
Sean Strickland's the dude with the cauliflower ears.
No, he doesn't really have cauliflower ears. He's the one that was on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Yeah, he talks a lot of stupid shit.
He's like the hillbilly guy that says a bunch of stupid shit.
Yeah, no, he got some messed up ears. Yeah.
Yeah, he does. I wasn't really paying attention.
Yeah. What's my favorite stem plant? Well, I like easy plants, But one stem plant that is not easy for me inside, but super easy for me outside, Leo, is Lowigia ovalis. Lowigia ovalis is a stunning stem plant. It has variegated leaves when they're green, but under like really good intense light, then the plant's going to turn a reddish color. So then that'll hide some of the variegation. So, but if they're grown under less intense light, you're going to get a lot more variegation in the leaves, which look absolutely beautiful. But they never do well for me inside because one, most of my lighting is not sufficient to even sustain the plant because it does still need good light even if it's green, and they do really well with CO2 injection. And I don't inject CO2 in anything indoors or out. But outside, they're growing in tubs, and they got Mr. Sunshine above, and they just got the outdoor atmosphere, and they look absolutely stunning. So probably Lowigia stem plant, Lowigia ovalis. I really like it. So, and then there's so many stem plants that are really good looking. A super easy stem plant that doesn't get a lot of love is your basic Bacopa monera, which is moneywort. A super easy stem plant to grow inside, and I think looks really really cool. So, but yeah, Leo, I don't ship plants to California. I the reason I don't is because of the regulations that California have. A lot of my competition, they still ship plants to California, even though they don't follow or are not 100% compliant. Not all of them, some of them I know for a fact they're not. Um, and is what it is. I could tell you that California does check boxes because I was naive to the regulations until I was educated on the regulations by California Department of Agriculture. So I could tell you for a fact that they do have rules in place, and I kind of got a slap on the wrist because I was ignorant, and naive, and that's when I said, "Forget it. I'm not even gonna try, and I don't want to pay for. I don't want to pay for the permits." So plant wise, yeah, I stopped shipping plants to California, and it's stated on the website. And I apologize to all of you that live in California, but it's not worth me paying for the permits and shipping a few plants out there. I'll ship everything else out there. I'll ship all our dry goods. Obviously, I'll even ship fish. They don't really regulate fish going into the state. They do in Hawaii though. Hawaii is a different story. So if you guys are shipping any live goods in Hawaii, just be careful and you follow the regulations. They're pretty strict. But uh, you know, plants going into California, they're pretty strict. Uh, hobbyist to hobbyist, I'll just give you just one pointer on this. Never write on your package if you're shipping plants to California. Never write live plants on the outside of the box. Just write fragile, stick your label on it, and ship it. Don't ever write live plants on the outside of the box or the padded envelope or whatever else you're shipping. Just I'm letting you know right now. So take that word of advice and don't do it. Don't even write live fish because you're gonna give their croonies an excuse to open the box. So when I ship fish to California, I don't even write live fish. It's fragile on the outside of the box. And honestly, no joke, writing live fish or writing live plants on the outside of the box doesn't do nothing. It really don't. It because most of the packages, you hand them to the clerk, UPS, USPS, whatnot, wherever you go, you hand them to the clerk. That clerk sees that a lot of times they follow that, so they're gentle with it. It goes into a tote. Those totes go onto a truck, and then a lot of that stuff is all sorted by machine. Machine don't give a shit. I can guarantee you that. What's up, Daniken? So, anyways, I missed the. I was watching the football game and see a bunch of hellos among your people. And Leo, sorry, I appreciate it. What's up, George? Zen Ginger said I had Bacopa once and made the mistake of putting it in a baby goldfish. Oh yeah, goldfish are gonna eat Bacopa. It's actually Bacopa minera is moneywort is it's juiced in the Asian community, and you could find it canned at your local Asian market. So if and maybe in the health food stores too, but go to your local Asian market, look where they got the canned beverages, and you'll find Money Wart canned, juiced. So just letting you know. And so if it's good for human consumption, your goldfish are definitely going to eat it. I said hi to Kenny and I think I said hello to everybody, and I'm caught up in chat. Excuse me. So, anyways, I see I got 13 people here, and I appreciate all of you guys coming in and hanging out, shooting the breeze. If you're new to this chat session, I'm sitting in Buffalo right now, just chilling, drinking a couple beers. I did participate. Just to recap why I'm sitting in Buffalo. I was a participant in the National Chicken Wing Festival in the Triple X heat level contest. So I didn't medal, but it's first time ever coming here. Um, in my opinion, I did okay. So Matt says I'm a loser, but Matt's a butthole anyways. But um, I came in fourth, so which is all right. I didn't come in last. And my whole goal coming here was like I'm not coming in last, and I didn't. So I think I did all right. PNW says Bacopa is used as a supplement. Many clinical studies demonstrate improvements in verbal learning, delayed word recall, memory acquisition, and anxiety reduction with Bacopa. Yep, Bacopa minera is an edible plant. So there's another plant that we sell during the pond season when it's available. It's you can look this one up too. Don't ask me how to spell it because I drank a couple beers already. But it has a lot of medicinal value. It's Verba mensa or Verba mansa. Look that one up. It's a tub marginal, and I bring that in the springtime until it's not available anymore. Not a super cool looking pretty plant, but I like the fact I bring it in because it's a medicinal plant. So you could get your hippie on and grow some plants in your tubs, and you know eat some plants. But oh yeah, Jeff. Yeah, at about the 850 mark, right around there, maybe a little bit past that. Yeah, because I asked Jake. Jake was filming it, and I asked him. I said, did you get that guy puking, on video?" And he's like, I don't think so." So when I was previewing the video before I posted it, I was watching it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, you got it right there." Yeah. It didn't make me feel good when I saw that, Jeff. So, but I held it, bro. I held it. I I I probably if I would have let myself, I probably could have joined them because I did no joke, I did gag a couple times trying to. Yeah, and then especially after I saw that, I was like, "Oh fuck, that ain't what I want to see." So I just remember, if you guys don't know, I'm Navy veteran, so I've been on the water, around the water for pretty much my entire life, pre Navy, after Navy. I used to teach scuba diving. I never got seasick, and I never got seasick, never got sick on a boat, except for one time, and I don't even account that. I don't even, yeah, that, it's getting tongue tied. I don't contribute that to being seasick. I was actually in Australia. We went out on a dive. There was probably six of us on the boat. Going out, the water was pretty calm. Um, we did our first dive, and the weather started kicking up a little bit, started getting choppy. We did our second dive, come back up off of that, and then we're going back in, and it started kind of storming a little bit. Water kicked up, and it got kind of rough, and the captain of the boat brought out, like, we were done with the dives. Captain of the boat brought out a small ice chest that had some beers in it and some sodas. So we were done diving. So yeah, drink a beer, drink a soda, whatever. Um, so we're all sailors on the boat, and so we all reached for a beer. But the one kid next to me, he took a couple drinks of beer, and then the water's rough, and he just fucking puked all over the place. It was nasty, and I I seen him do it, and then I smelled it, and it was awful, and that got me going. And then I was like, and I already had chugged one beer, and I think that just contributed to it. So that's the only time I ever got sick on a boat. Not bragging or whatever. It's just a true fact. But yeah, it was someone puking right next to me, and then I smelled it. Luckily, that dude today, I didn't smell it, and I didn't see it until after it was done. So, anyways, that's my story on that. Yeah, my stomach's still full, bro. Like,
For real?
yeah,
That's crazy.
it's just like, it's like right here. You guys can't see it, right? Look at that. That's pretty sexy right there.
To be fair, though, protein does take a while to digest, so
I'm probably gonna have, like, it's kind of gross.
actually, you know why your stomach probably still feels full? It's because you drink a beer, you're still putting liquid in it, so it probably still feels like.
I usually get the munchies though.
Uh,
I don't get like the I smoke weed munchies, but I get the munchies. So who knows? Jeff, when I sell those caves, honestly, is when people get to see them and touch them. Because when they look at them online, if they never interacted with them before, they they just don't realize how good they are. So, Jeff, I did a talk at the at the Danbury Aquarium, the Danbury Area Aquarium Society. I always, with the acronyms, it's the DOS. We call it the DOS Club. But I did a talk for them a week ago. I think it was a week ago, on botanicals. So I went down there. I did the club talk. Great group, great club, um, and I brought a bunch of botanicals with me for show and tell, plus for sale. And then I just brought, like, maybe 5 or 6 of the caves, and then like a couple of the stackers. And I brought those just for show and tell. And if anybody wanted to buy them, I ended up there was just maybe 20 people at the talk, but I think I sold 4 caves and 1 stacker just at that, just because they got to interact and touch them. So I think that's what I need to do. Obviously, I need to do more with it, but it's kind of hard. But I'm gonna bring them to the Keystone Clash, and I expect some sales coming out of the Keystone Clash from them, because the price point it can be more, but it also can be less than a lot of clay caves. It's a polymer composite, so a plastic composite. It's proprietary. I can't tell you what they're made out of because they don't tell me. But it's heavier than water, so even though they're plastic, they're gonna sink. The inside of the caves, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, check out the Easy Caves at KJE Aquatics. But the inside of the caves are textured. They're not smooth like just regular piece of PVC pipe, and that plays a big part in the fish feeling safe and more relaxed and enticing breeding. Um, and then the back of the cave comes off. So if you're breeding some expensive fish, not bushy nose, but they're perfectly fine for bushy nose. But I'm talking some of your high pans, some of your like expensive L numbers. Um, if you're breeding some of those fish, there's a lot of money in those fish. Zebra palecos, $100 an inch. They don't mature until they're 5 years old. All right, they're sexually mature. That's a lot of money, a lot of investment in fish. So you want to provide them with good quality caves, and you when you want to maximize um, fry survival. So if you have a cave that the male goes in, they're gonna have the eggs at the back of the cave. All right, if you want to extract the fry or the eggs and artificially hatch, they're hard to get out safely for the fish. It's hard to get the male out of the cave. So if you have the Easy Caves, I wish I had one here now, but if soon as you pull the back of the cave off, and I always suggest doing this in a plastic tote, or a small tank with several inches of water in it, but pull that off in the tote or the tank. Soon as the male sees light on this side, he's going to back out naturally. You don't have to shake him out. And then you're going to in this end of the cave, you're going to have the fry or the eggs right there that you could easily extract without trying to beat the pleco out of the cave. If any of you guys ever kept plecos and you try to get them out of cave before, sorry, getting tongue tied, it can be um, it could be a pain in the butt. I'll just leave it at that. So, and you could easily injure the fish, easily. So, Matt's making fun of me, so I'm gonna scroll up because I missed some other stuff. Matt says, "How'd you get that belly if you can't even win?" Here you go, Matt. Maybe we need to have Jake compete, then we can get the W. So Matt says you enter the contest next year, and then we'll get the win. You hear me? Yo, I said Matt on here says you enter the contest next year, and then we can get the win.
I probably, honestly, I feel like I don't know if I can eat them that quick. I really couldn't. I could probably handle the spice.
Yeah, Jeff. I think so too. Like a quality a clay cave that size is going to cost you, um, I don't know, $5 to $10, depending on where you go. You can get the watering spikes online pretty cheap. But again, you get what you pay for. They're ugly. Um, the fish use them. Some do. Bushy nose will use anything. So just to let whoever in there, if you have bushy nose plecos and you become a bushy nose pleco breeder, not dogging on you, great. That's awesome. But there's no skill in the breeding bushy nose plecos really. It's like breeding convict cichlids. There is zero skill on the fish keeper's part breeding those fish other than providing some water and providing some food. Again, not dogging on you. If that's the fish you like to keep, more power to you. But just to let you know, there's no skill in getting them to breed. I'll leave it that way. You still got to do your water changes. You still got to, you know, maintain, proper water parameters, which basically is just keeping clean water. But anyways, but other than that, all you got to do is provide water, and then that's it, and they'll breed. No, Jeff, I offered to give him one on. I did leave a comment on Chris Biggs's video the other day. I left a comment under his comment, told him to contact me, and I would offer him. I'd give him one as a sample, because I did talk to him at the ACA, and he just said they were too expensive for what he had. He says he had enough clay caves, which is fine. You know, you got what you got. You use what you use, but if you buy anything in the future, I told him, I said I would suggest these if you look at buying any in the future. And he breeds a lot of expensive fish. So if he just colony breeds and doesn't pull fry, then and you just like colony breed, yeah, do whatever. But if you're pulling fry, it they do help because they're gonna maximize the fry survival, and they're gonna maximize the safety of the fish. It just there's no argument against it. So
Florida State's beating LSU 31-17.
so I told Keith he should put a set in the fish fam auction. Get more. Oh yeah, hey, that's a good idea. Hey Skipper, I might email you tomorrow. Um, I might email you tomorrow. Just I'll put one up, and I could put one up in the auction for for the price I sell it for, or I could even offer it for a little bit cheaper, just in case we get people that don't want to bid. So a little bit cheaper to get a little bit of discount, and then they could pay for shipping, and then I'm gonna add to it that if they pay for shipping, then they could add anything else on the website to it. So it would be kind of like a standard order, if that makes sense. But maybe offer the cave. If you guys want to bid it up, more power to you. But they sell for $15.99. I could put it on there for $13.99 starting bid. Um, and if people bid it up, if you want to go over the price to to be generous, I'm not going to argue against it. So, yep. Stephen P. takes zero skill, in my opinion, to breed bushy nose plecos. Zero skill. Now there's some different color variants that are a little bit harder, and like there's a kind of I call it new, the snowball variant. the their 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 genes are pretty weak, so you can get them to breed, but like the fry survival on them, it's not the greatest because the fish they're weak. So, and then that's a lot of the overbreeding of these fish. I don't know. I'm not a fan of them. So just like the common bushy nose, the wild type, the black with the white specks. Um, Pretty hardy fish, and will breed just like you said. bare bottom tank, so they are pretty easy. So I'm scrolling down. If I missed some comments, I apologize. A set or a cave? I don't know. You guys tell me. Throw me some suggestions. The set's gonna be more, so it's $15.99 times 6, plus the it's $15.99 times 6 plus the cost of the stacker, and the stacker I think is $32. But I could offer that at a discount. But if you guys want to bid it up, um, like I said, if you want to pay more than retail, I ain't gonna tell you not to. So I don't know. Maybe I'll shoot Skip an email tomorrow. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. It's a lot of work. They're little doo-doo machines, and they eat a lot. So yeah, and it depends on your location, what the demand is for certain fish. Um, in my general location, depending on the color variant of the bushy nose, they're not worth much. Um, like super red longfins, if they're a good clean super red, they're they'll usually fetch some decent money. But your common bushy nose, really nothing. Longfin commons or longfin browns, they'll get you a little bit more. Um, the snow whites right now are like super popular, so if you have them, which not a lot of people do, so that's another thing, and it's all supply and demand, so it's just basic economics. But as soon as they become, or if they become, more popular, more the availability increases in the hobby, their price is going to drop way low. Those longfin green dragons, honestly, if the longfin green dragons to me look very similar to a common brown, um, just kind of like a little bit more olive color. So they're not sexy looking fish to me personally. Other people might like them, but for what some people charge for them, I kind of laugh at it, and I just like no thanks. So yeah, maybe Jeff. We'll see. I'll message Skip tomorrow. See, I already put 2 lots in, but I could always change it. I told Skip I was going to do another lot of the Nezzy swords. So if you guys are interested in the Nezzy swords, I was thinking about putting those up, and then I was going to put a group of homebred longfin leopard danios up. So I do have some fish, so that's what I was going to put up. I also have homebred diamond tetras, which are really really cool. I was thinking about those, but we're limited to 2 lots per person, so I can only enter 2 lots, um, which is fine. Other people got stuff to put up too. So Jerome says the green dragons can be ugly, but I'm colorblind. Yeah, Jerome, to me they look, honestly, when they're in the tank, they look like just the regular common, you know, brown, black, bushy nose. So um, I don't justify the price that some charge. So, and no, if you guys want bushy nose plecos, if you have a local fish club in your area. I don't have any local to me, but I'm fortunate enough that I'm within 2 hours of several, and within 3 hours of several more. So I drive and go to a bunch. Um, and it's not always about the fish either. I'm going to hang out, shoot the shit. I've met a ton of great people in the hobby, not just on YouTube or Facebook. I actually go to the clubs and interact and meet with them. So, and several of those people they're on Facebook also. So Alishan, everybody knows Alishan. Tom is a great guy, and he works hard with the Bucks County Aquarium Society, which is just outside of Philly. Um, and I went to for the first time last year to their annual club auction and like fell in love with their club. Um, it's a great group of people. Um, the great club, very well organized. Their auction was very well ran, and I got up there and helped them and had a blast. So I was running lots and just I had a great time. Great people, um, great time. So that's my story on that. I made most of my money on the long. Oh yeah, so long fins are always going to outsell short fins 100%, regardless of the color morph. Um, and then yeah, online sales you're going to get more selling them direct to the customer, obviously, than your local fish store. Local fish stores, if you're lucky, are going to give you a third of the retail price if you're lucky, and if you're lucky, extremely lucky, they're going to give you cash for your fish. Most local fish stores are just going to give you store credit. So they're going to give you, at best, one third of the retail price and then give you store credit. But then when you use that credit, you're going to pay full retail price at the store. So the store is making, uh, they're making a very good profit, which is it's all part of the business, but they're making a very good profit. It's just how it is. I used to sell fish to local fish stores. Um, and I know exactly what they were reselling them for. So, and it was just all part of the business. So, there was one store that we sold. I'm trying to think. It's been a long time ago, but I was selling angelfish to the store. Nice size angelfish. So more than a quarter size, 50 cent size. So like a half dollar. If some of you guys are old enough to remember what a half dollar 50 cent piece is, so it's about that big. I was selling them to the store for $1.25 each, and that fish is minimum 4 years old, but probably closer to 6 months old. So you had to grow them out that long. So they were getting that size fish, nice healthy fish, $1.25 each, and then they were reselling those fish for I want to say $12 or $15, depending on the color variant, because I wasn't breeding anything special angelfish wise, and I would get different color morphs within a clutch. But nice looking healthy fish, $1.25 for a good sized fish, and they were selling them for I think $12 to $15. So very good profit. But I was getting cash too. I wouldn't take store credit. I was like no store credit. So $5 credit is actually pretty good. So that's actually a good wholesale price. Yeah, but once you get into the super red calicos, it all depends on your buyers too. So the red calico is a lot considered just a dirty red. So some people like them, some people look down on them. Again, it's but if you can get your money for them, more power to you. Um, you could always list your fish and like sell direct online, like Steven did. I don't know the platform Steven did. Maybe just selling friend to friend. But you got different selling platforms. That I've used Aquabid for years and years, more than 20 years. I've used Aquabid both buying and selling. Um, I'm not a huge fan of Get Gills, but there's a lot of people that use Get Gills and they're pleased with it. Um, there's that new one, Vivi. Definitely not a fan of it because I don't like the fees that they charge, but that's an option. Um, and then through the Band app, again, not a huge fan of it, but that's an option. We used to sell a lot of fish through Facebook. Facebook started cracking down because it went against their community standards. But I still sell fish through Facebook. You got to be witty on how you word it. Plus, I'm actually a registered business, so I can get away with more than just the average Joe. And just long as I link it through my business page. Now, just because I'm a business owner, I can't just go into any group as Keith Kalinowski and start posting fish because that's still against community standards. But if I post it on my business page through KJ Aquatics and then share that page, and I'm still real witty on how not that I am witty, but I don't like come out blatantly and say, fish for sale. I just write it differently. Um, but the person reading it, hopefully they're smart enough and they understand that what I wrote is meaning that those fish are for sale. Yeah, you prefer Vivi on the purchasing side. I've not sold on it though. Yeah, it's maybe on the purchasing side, it might be good. Um, but I don't buy. I won't buy fish on a platform like that. Um, for one, I can get fish wholesale, and another one, I already have good relations with some very good online retailers. Three online retailers that I'll shout out that I feel are good. And then again, it's opinion based, but the Wet Spot out on the West Coast, I've had good luck with those guys. Maybe some people haven't, but I've had good luck. Imperial Tropicals down in Florida, always had good luck. Mike Dowdy is a really good guy. Michael's Fish Room. Mike and I have been tight, good friends for a long time. I don't buy fish through Mike um, just because I don't really do guppies. And Mike gets in some other um, quarries and he'll do some different tetras and stuff too. But Mike's he's a stand-up guy in my opinion. Um, so those are three. Um, Foxy and Peplin, I would 100% recommend buying fish through Foxy and Peplin. But other than that, I've dealt with some hobbyist one-on-one. I bought through Aquabid several times one-on-one, which is usually hobbyists. Because I'm kind of I'm focused in on just certain fish, so a lot of places don't have the fish and will never have the fish that I'm particularly interested in. So a lot of that stuff comes through Aquabid or through just one-on-one connections. Like even through here, you guys all know Skull. Skull keeps a lot of fish that I'm interested in. So I've never bought fish from Skull, but I would. I would because if I'm looking for some different Gadaeids, he keeps a lot of stuff that I'm interested in. So I definitely would buy stuff from like Skull. So just my opinion again. But like the Wet Spot, Imperial Tropicals, um, the Wet Spot's like a really cool place in my opinion. If you're looking for some oddball stuff, they have like a lot of like tetras and danios and stuff that you won't see in a local fish store. Um, so you'll find some stuff that you're not going to find, especially if you're limited, if your local fish store experience is limited to the big box stores. You're going to be extremely limited on the fish that you'll be able to get because they only get the same thing. They don't get oddball stuff. So, what's up, Silver Creek? You going to sleep, Jake? You guys, I got to take a timeout. they heard that on the phone?
Like guarantee like 90%.
Huh?
They probably like 90% heard that.
Oh.
I'm stealing my charger back just because the other one doesn't want to charge my phone. And my phone died.
Okay. All right, I'm back. Sorry. I had nature was calling, so. What's up, Pepland? Jerome, so with plant orders you get is only aquatic plants on your list. Are you asking me if I can get other plants other than aquatic? I think that's what you're asking me. Yes and no. During tub and pond season, obviously I can get those. So different marginals which are grown above the water. So I can get a bunch of those, and then some of those will actually grow inside too. But pond season's over now, so I don't have access to those right now. Maybe if I'm pretty tight with the nursery, so excuse me, if they have certain species, I don't get the list. They're not going to be on the list, but if there's certain things you're looking for in particular that are also considered a pond marginal, I could always call them and ask them, and obviously if they have some in stock, they would send it. But I don't get the list, so I don't know unless I actually call them. But I can get um, I can get certain like terrarium plants. Not a huge list. I don't have like a huge access to them, but I can get mondo grass. I can get a chorus. I can get some different sigoniums. I can get like purple waffle, Joseph's coat. I'm just going off the top of my head without reading the list, but that's just a few other ones that are non-aquatic. Um, Bamboo, mangrove. Um, so some are semi-aquatic. Other ones um, can just grow in moist soil, kind of like in a terrarium or paludarium, but not constantly soaking wet. But I grow syngoniums, bare root, like you would pothos. They'll definitely grow bare root. A chorus will definitely grow bare root. Mondo grass will just grow bare root. But when I say bare root, I mean the root's wet, but the plant is above the water. So Jeff says most don't have what I'm looking for. Yep, you gotta look around. And Leo says he just ordered a Fahaka puffer from the Wet Spot. Wet Spot's it's a good source. What's up, Fishion? I'm scrolling up right now. And now I'm scrolling back down. Jeff says he's looking for CW111s. Jeff, there's probably going to be, I know you're not going to be able to make it to the Keystone Clash, but there's two sellers I should have mentioned these guys. But Sabu's going to be at the Keystone Clash. He's a good source for a lot of plecos and Corey's, some of the more odd stuff. And there's going to be another young man there, Alex Ayala, if I said his name right. But he's going to be at the Keystone Clash. So if any of you guys are going to do a live or go around and do a video, check out Sabu. And make sure you talk to him, get him on videos. Jeff can get the information. Jeff, if I have time, I will talk to those guys and at least screenshot their business cards and I'll text it to you or email it to you. Because those are two really good guys, and I know both of them, and they're good guys too. So, and they do ship. So, but I don't know all their business information, or else I'd tell you right now because I don't know. I just know their names, and I know who they are, and I know kind of what they sell. So, I said hi to Silver Creek, and chat just jumped. Colon blow time. Yeah, not yet. Not yet, Mr. Tom. Oh yeah. Matt said when I got up I had to tuck you in. Oh, and then Jeff's also looking for L129s. I don't even know what those are until I look them up. So, yeah, I did tuck him in, but he's still awake. Yeah. Hey, it's Jake's 19. He's gonna 19, right? Yeah. Yeah. So the boy will be 20 next June. Yeah. So thank you, Chevy. If you don't know, I run a family-run, veteran-owned small business online. Just in case none of you knew that. So there's the link. As long as you're getting purple waffle and not blue waffle.
Do you know what blue waffle is?
No.
So it's like this thing that was on early internet. If you looked up in Google blue waffle, it would show you this like disgusting. Instead of like pulling up like a blue waffle, like a colored waffle, it would pull up this disease.
Oh.
It was just disgusting images.
Oh.
It was but it was fake. Blue waffle's not an actual disease.
Okay. Jenna Jakes just told me what blue waffle was. I'm old. I didn't know. And good evening to you, Miss Jenna. And let's see, just a kiss on the forehead and not on the lips. Yeah, I'll kiss my kid on the lips, but he don't like it. Huh? He said, "Don't be like Tom Brady." That's what he told me. So. But yeah, Tom, if you're still in here, my stomach is like 100% fine. It really is. I was kind of worried, pre contest if how hot the food was, because there was one of the contestants, not the guy that won, but there was the guy that took second place. This was actually his second year competing, and we were talking, before we went on stage, and he asked me how I was with hot food. I said I'm pretty good. He's like, well, what heat level? And I was like, I don't know. I was like, I could eat hot food pretty good and maintain. So he asked me if I ever did the one chip challenge, that Pocky chip. I said no. He said yeah. He said that's pretty intense, but he said he did it. So I don't know if he was bragging or what, but I was like no. I just I'd never had the need to do anything stupid like that, but I'll do it. But I'm not paying that stupid chip. Is how much is it? $20.
That's that store's price. That store's price was actually
Yeah, I think when it first came out, it was like close to $40, but then I think it's down to about $20 now. But I'm not paying $20 to eat a chip to burn my mouth and burn my bung. But if someone bought it and gave it to me and challenged me with it, you spend your money on it and I'll eat it for you. We'll videotape it. I know it's hot. I've seen people eat it before, but and I'll do it just to say I'll do it. But I'm cheap and I'm not gonna buy it. So, what's up, Peter K? So, Don't be a millionaire and Marty a super. Oh, don't be a millionaire and marry a supermodel. Yeah, you're right, because then you won't be a millionaire. Don't be a millionaire and buy fish tanks, because you won't be a millionaire after a while. Fish hobby is expensive, so it not it's not like crazy expensive. It all depends on what you want to do in the hobby. So you want to get a 10-gallon tank, decorate it with some basic stuff, and get you like a few guppies or you know a few small tetras or whatever, and stay at that level. Perfectly fine. Enjoy the hobby. Enjoy your fish. Doesn't cost that much, but that doesn't happen with a lot of people. So yeah, Jeff, if you want to, yeah, I'll do it. I don't give a shit. Um, I'm just cheap, and I'm not gonna spend $20 to do it. So I know Rico does a lot of that bar for snarf or whatever he calls it. Yeah, people are spending a lot of money and sending him stuff, and he's doing it. And for your guys' entertainment, it's fine. Um, but I don't know. I did spend a lot to just to enter this contest, so maybe I'm a hypocrite because Jake and I had to drive 4 hours to get to Buffalo. It cost us entry fee into the festival was $20 a piece, so I had to pay 40. So that's $40. So you figured a tank of gas, yeah, a tank of gas in my sub, 50-60 bucks. But I drive anywhere, so I don't even count the gas. But it cost $40 to come into the contest. I didn't buy any chicken wing tickets or food tickets, but I bought a sheet of tickets, which a sheet of tickets for the festival was $15 for 10 tickets. A wing was one ticket. So basically $1.50 a wing. Yeah, it's expensive. We're at a festival. Um, so yeah, maybe I am a hypocrite to spend some money on to do something stupid. I was trying to get a damn trophy, but I couldn't. That was that was something over my head, out of reach, which is it's not hard because I'm kind of short, but um, I did try. I definitely tried, and I think I was still respectable placing where I placed. So that's my story on that. I got to scroll back up because I missed a bunch of chat. Silver Creek says I'm a millionaire as long as money doesn't count. Yeah. Smash the like button, everyone. I appreciate it. Do you have a million birds yet, Tommy? I don't know. They're talking amongst themselves. How do you become a millionaire in the fish business? Oh, yeah. Start out as a billionaire. Huh?
Write books.
No. How do you become a millionaire? You start out as a billionaire because you lose money. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Jeff Kane plus hotel. But I'm staying at a Motel 6, um, which is actually pretty cheap. I think I paid $86 through hotels.com. So yeah, but it's a fun weekend for Jake and I. It's quality time with my boy, and he gets to see how stupid his dad is. So. What? Where is it? All right. Yeah, you're right. He knows, but it's fun just it's fun reiterating the fact, Matt. So it's all good. Yeah, Jeff. I told Jake I'm gonna cuddle with him later. Yeah. We've been on 2 hours 45 minutes now. I don't even know how much battery I got left. Oh shit, I had it plugged up for a while, so I don't know. I don't know how much longer I want to stay. You guys keep the chat popping, and I'll stay longer. I don't care. I ain't got nothing else to do. I don't have to check out till 11 tomorrow, so I got plenty of time. What time you got over there?
11:16.
11:16. Excuse me. Crap, kind of late. Kind of late. So some of you people out on the West Coast, you're just waking up. So I don't even know who's still here. I'm joking. Yeah, no.
I was like, they're probably cool.
How long is Alishan for Buffalo from my house to where I'm at? I'm actually staying on the east side of Buffalo. I'm just pretty much across the street from Buffalo International Airport. So this is on the east side of Buffalo. It's like 4 hours. It's like right at 4 hours. So it's actually, yeah, it's kind of a long ride, but 4 hours. It's an easy straight shot. So I'm close by Interstate 90. I just jump on 90, and 90 runs right into Schenectady. So I'm straight shot. No crazy traffic tomorrow. Tomorrow the traffic might be kind of heavy. It's Labor Day. A lot of people going back home. Going through Syracuse this same time of the year. New York State has their fair. New York State holds their state fair in Syracuse, New York. So sometimes you hit a little bit of traffic going through Syracuse, but once you get through Syracuse, it's not that bad. Plant orders. I have a small plant. I actually have a big plant order coming in on Tuesday, but a lot of it is going right back out to a friend of ours. Um, but I do have. Hopefully, they don't back order them, but they were on the availability list because I had people bugging me for them. I have Madagascar lace on there for our inventory. I have some more Vallisneria on there for our inventory. I think I have some Aponigeton ovaceus on there from our inventory or for our inventory, um, but not a ton, not a ton. Um, I did this big plant order for a friend of ours um, because he wanted a ton of stuff. So we'll see. But yeah, if they fill the order with the lace, I'll have Madagascar lace. Super popular plant. It all the Aponogetons, all of them, whether it be lace, ovaceus, um, shoot, having a brain fart right now. But there's like 3 or 4 other ones that they commonly have, but they haven't had them for like a while. So, and if you guys don't know, all Aponogetons, none of them are propagated in the United States or even Canada that I know of. Most of the Aponogetons come out of Africa. So, um, so a lot of the shipping and a lot of that stuff, it's been a pain in the butt for the wholesalers to get them in. And I could buy direct, except I just got to buy in like huge quantities, and I don't have the capital to buy direct and import direct in the quantities needed. I can't import, 5 of this, 3 of this, 10 of that. It just don't work that way. So, um, but I could. But you got to have the capital. You got to buy a lot bigger quantities, and then you got to have the room to house it. So it's not so much getting in. If I order, you know, Madagascar lace, I gotta order, you know, 100 or 200 of them. If I import them, I don't have the room to keep them. So some of the wholesalers in the stateside, they import them. They got the room, and then I could buy 5 or 6, 10 or 12, whatever, from them. So yeah, I pay a little bit more than what they pay, but it's all business. So it is what it is. They buy it for $1 and then they resell it for $2, and I buy it for $2 and I resell it for $3. It's just how business works. So not saying that's how much a Madagascar lace is going to be, but it's just an example of my words. So yeah, Aponigettons overall have been like really hard to get. Yeah, I might do that, Tommy. So the hurricanes haven't. The hurricane didn't hit the area where I get plants out of. So no, it did. It did for a couple days. Just because the whole East Coast, like Southwest, stopped shipping, so they stopped shipping for a few days, not many. But I didn't order anything, before the hurricane, so it didn't affect me. It did affect me because I didn't have none in stock. So if you look on our website, I don't have like a huge amount of plants in stock. But if there's something you guys are looking for in particular, let me know. I haven't been stocking a ton of plants um, for a couple of reasons. I've been busy going in and out of town doing events, and then just to be honest, we're freaking low on capital. So um, you can't buy nothing if you don't have the capital to buy it with. So that's just telling you the truth. Yeah, most of your fish wholesalers and uh, your plant suppliers, they're in the United States or in Florida. So most of most of your fish wholesalers, there's one or two in Carolina. There's one or two in Tennessee, like the bigger ones. I have wholesalers in New Jersey, and I have wholesalers in Massachusetts that I can go to. But New Jersey and Massachusetts, their pricing is not. It's okay on some things, but other things it's not the greatest because they're kind of basically a middleman. Um, so yes, Crispus and Bovianus, however you say that one. That one's actually the the, I call it the Aponigeton B. That's probably one of my favorite ones. Um, it gets big like the Madagascar lace. The leaves have like the crinkle to it, but it doesn't have the holes through it like the Swiss cheese or box grater looking leaves like the lace does. But um, it's a very stunning plant and gets pretty big. The Crispus, never a huge personally. I'm never a huge personal fan of Crispus, but a lot of people do like it, and I'll get it in from time to time. But excuse me. But personally, I'm not a huge fan of it. But again, I do sell it. People like it. But Pontiac Novaceous is a really popular one. I sell the shit out of those. I just can't get them. And I tell people that have a hard time growing live plants, if you ever have a hard time growing live plants, buy a Pontiac Novaceous or Ovaceous, however you want to say it, um, and you'll you'll be happy because they grow so easy. They grow really, really fast, and it'll boost your confidence in growing plants because they're that easy. They grow fast, and they'll reward you with a beautiful plant. Just don't put them in with fish that are rough with plants. So I don't put them in with cichlids. Well, I take that back. Don't put them in with like most of your Central American cichlids or your bigger South American cichlids. You could definitely put them in a tank with the pistogrammas. You could definitely put them in a tank with, you know, Bolivian rams or German rams or electric blue rams. But for your bigger cichlids, no. You could put them in with cichlids like your West African cichlids. You could put them in with Pelvichromis. You could put them in with buffalo heads. You could put them in with, I keep a few different Pseudocronellibus species. You could definitely put them in with that, but don't put them in with any of the Rift Lake cichlids. So your cichlids from Malawi or Tanganyika or Lake Edward or Victoria, they're just going to shred them. So, but yeah, so just using don't put them in with cichlids as a broad term is kind of ignorant on my part. But so hopefully I specified, gave you a couple examples to kind of give me an idea. Exactly. It's not. They don't do it here in the United States. Nobody does that I know of. You know, there's some home breeders that might play around and do some science with it, but the nurseries they just buy the bulbs from overseas, and then they just resell them. So I know Germac is. I'm not. Um, I know who Germac is, Alishan, and I'll leave it at that. Yeah. So so a lot of the Aponegetans, Silver Creek, yeah, they once they flower, because that they'll all flower in your tank. They're gonna shoot up the flower stalk, and they'll you could hand pollinate. So take a little bit of that and dab it on a little bit of that. So they do that. That yeah, I never tried it, but you definitely you can. You can. It's a lot of work for a little pay, but you can. Just like a lot of that stuff that people do, um, you know that's great on the hobbyist level, but on the commercial level or you know on the retail side, it's not it's not worth the effort. But on the hobbyist level, yeah, definitely. It's like breeding certain fish. I have a friend of mine that wants to try breeding neon tetras, and I was like, why? He said because he wants to do it, but on a hobbyist level. I told him I was like I could buy neon tetras wholesale like so cheap, but he wants to attempt to do it. So, but on a hobbyist level, but to breed neon tetras and for the time and effort that you have to put into it to and then resell them, you lost money just even starting. But on a hobbyist level, it's for the fun. I bred fish outdoors this year. The longfin leopard danios, absolutely stunning fish. one of the prettiest fish that I probably kept in a long, long, long time. A relatively inexpensive fish at a local fish store, but you're buying them like really small. So relatively inexpensive. So it's going back to what I said about neon tetras. But I seen them at the wholesaler. I had an empty tub, and I wanted to try them out in the tub, and I was successful with them. So I am a hobbyist as well as a retailer for products and stuff also. So I get my kicks off of some of that stuff. I'm just scrolling. What's up, Only Oscars? Thanks for joining in. Like I said, you West Coasters, you guys are just getting up. It's late. It's late here on the East Coast. So the successful on multitude of things. Silver Creek, I'm a hobbyist that just happened to sell stuff to pay the bills. But during tub season is I do a lot of pond stuff. Now I didn't used to. I didn't really get into tubs until probably 4 years ago. I want to say 4 years ago. I tried it just with a couple little small ones, and then some of those Rubbermaid toads. Those Rubbermaid toads are absolutely garbage for tubs. They really are. And they get eat up by the sun too. So that's usually only good for one season. Then they bow out and they'll break. But anyways, different story. But yeah, I had a couple Rubbermaid totes, and then I had a couple of the small round 35-gallon tubs that you can get at Home Depot or Lowe's. And I played around, tried a few things, and found out that I really love tub season. Love tub season 10 times more than keeping tanks inside. Um, and then each year I got like a little bit more. And I only have 8 tubs right now, but I have a monster 300 gallon. I have a couple 110 gallons and another 100 gallon. And then a few, I think I got 3 or 4, I forget. 1, 2, I got 4 of the 35 gallon, the round ones. But I might get rid of those and replace those with some 100-gallon Rubbermaid tubs, because I find I'm way more successful with the bigger tubs. You don't get a big temperature swing with the bigger, deeper tubs. And the only issue with the deeper tubs is you got to be more creative on growing marginals, but I definitely like them better. So, and put something, depending on where you live, but this will be most places. If you got the bigger, deeper tubs, I suggest finding some big pieces of driftwood or branches, which driftwood, just a different word, and putting them in the tub where they could overhang some to allow any critters that get in there a way to escape. Because I have found like plenty of birds in the past. I found squirrels. I found chipmunks that didn't make it, and it's kind of gross and bad for the animal for one, and again, it's bad for the water too, and it's gross. So that's my story on that. So Creek built a 3x6 by 16-inch deep plant pond for the year, and plan to build a few more or some tables. Yeah, no, that'd be good. It'd definitely be good. Just make sure you get water circulation through it, and the water doesn't get like too hot because 16 inches isn't really that deep. Um, so just make sure you circulate the water through it. I would um, have maybe run it out of like a another like 100-gallon tub. Have sump pump in there and then just circulate it through there. Just a suggestion, because they do get hot. Some plants will be fine. Other plants won't like the water if it gets extremely hot. Especially when you got the pond liner in there. It's black because it's going to absorb a lot of heat. And again, 16 inches, you know, I don't know. This is 16 inches, right? I think that's 16 inches. Um, it's going to get hot fast. Wait, you're in Texas, right? So your temperatures are like, well, I don't know, but overall your temperatures are a lot hotter than upstate New York. I know that. So Tiger Pond Liner is good stuff. I wouldn't know. I don't. I'm not a real big fan of Tiger in general. So I have one of their lights, and it's honestly it's a piece of crap. And I wouldn't know about the Tiger Pond Liner. But if you say it's good, it's good. I just not a fan of Tiger personally. Yeah, Texas first day under 100. Yeah, we're already dropping in upstate New York right now. It was super nice day. Like I said, I'm in Buffalo right now. Buffalo today. I think the high temp today was like 78 or 79. But the lows at night, um, where I live at in the Albany area, we've been getting lows in the below 60. So it's starting to cool off. Okay, well that's good to know about their liners. I mean, if the price point's good, I can look at it. But yeah, overall, Higer is overall to me, Higer is some of their stuff is okay, but I don't like the company, and I don't like how the company tries to buy reviews. That's my opinion, and people want to review their products. More power to them. You're getting free stuff to try, um, but is what it is. I just don't like how the company operates. They tried to get me to buy their stuff wholesale, and I looked at it probably 4 years ago. They sent me a wholesale price list. I looked at the stuff, and then I looked to see because they sell direct on Amazon, um, through themselves, not through other retailers. And they were selling stuff on Amazon basically at my cost. So why would I, as a retailer, want to invest and bring in their stuff, and then try to compete selling it? That makes sense. Maybe if you're a local fish store, you got a different market, but still, a lot of times people go into a local fish store, they'll see something, they'll go right on their phone, they check the price online, and 9 times out of the 10, they're checking Amazon price, and they just go to Amazon. It's just how America works now. So that's my opinion on that, and I told you I am opinionated. And if you don't like my opinion, then I'm sorry. Peplin says he needs a 50 by 75 foot liner. Yeah. The house that we live in now, when we bought it, had a above ground pool with a nice deck around it. It's pretty nice. We used it for 2 seasons, and it wasn't new. Um, but it actually cost a lot of money to maintain that thing for just a short season, just in pool chemicals and filter, because it didn't have the sand filter or the diatom filter. We had actually a cartridge filter, and the stupid cartridge cost, oh, the cartridge cost like 80 or 90 bucks. And it was basically good for one season. Um, so yeah, all that factored in, but then we got a hole in the liner. So I left it up to the boys. I was gonna fix it if they wanted to use it. So I left it up because my wife didn't care. So I left it up to Jake and Elijah, and I was like, "Listen, it's up to you. Tell me yes or no. We'll fix it. Keep the pool. Don't care about it. We'll get rid of the pool." So they said, "Get rid of it." So I had someone that from work at the time where I was working at that was interested in it. They came in, they broke it all down, nice and neat, hauled it off. I I took a sawzall to the deck, chopped it up, and threw it in the dumpster at work. So that's the end of that story. So now I got a backyard that has like a big dirty round spot because of the sand underneath it. That's all overgrown with weeds. Looks like fucking pure redneck yard, but don't give a shit. So that's my story on that. Scroll. Only Oscars has a big pond liner that size. There you go. It's gonna be expensive to ship it from California to Wisconsin, though. But you guys could do a deal. Matt says he likes. Yeah, even if it don't, you still should. You still should love it. Because yeah, I'm very opinionated on certain things. Don't talk to me about politics because I might. You might, fucking hate me after that. But I'm opinionated on that as well. But we'll leave that out of this because talking politics ruins friendships, ruins a lot of stuff. But if you have an opinion on a certain subject, just take it to the polls. That's what I say. Yeah, Bezos has to get Jeff. Fuck it, fuck Amazon. That's what I tell you. And that's my opinion. I'm never gonna change it. So Elon's a little bitch too. So that's another opinion. So I don't. I'm not. Well, I can't say that. I have a Twitter account or X account. If it did cross over with the name change, I don't know. But I opened it up and I never use it, so I'm not a user of it. But yeah, I can't say that I don't have an account, but they're not getting anything from me because I don't use it, and I'm not a big fan of Instagram or Facebook either. Really, I use it for business, but I don't. I don't sell stuff through our Facebook page. I know a lot of people that are in business do. You could sell stuff through Facebook just like you do on, um, uh, like on eBay and stuff. So you could, or you could have your Facebook store. So basically, kind of like how you would have an eBay store, but Facebook, just like eBay, just like Amazon too, if you sell stuff through there, Facebook gets a cut of your sales. They take 5%. So if I sell it for $10, they're taking 5%, and then PayPal is going to take their 2.8%. Regardless, because I use PayPal. There's other. You could use Square or other online card processing platforms, but they're all about the same. So they all take their cut. But then Facebook on top of the card processor, whether it be Square or whatever, is taking 5% as well. So I did initially when I set up our Facebook business page, I had certain products listed there, stuff easy to ship. So I had like Chola Wood. Um, I had some small sponge filters that I had listed on there. I ended up taking all that shit off. And Facebook sends me stuff all the time. You know, list your stuff, make money, this or that. And I was like, nobody, you're making money. So I stopped selling stuff on the Facebook store. So, again, that's my opinion on that. I think all that shit sucks. Um, I have our website right now. You could ask Matt about the cost of a website. Even a small website, there's definitely fees that you got to pay annually, and it depends on your website and what your website the platform is built on, and what you're doing with your website. So I can tell you our website's not cheap. So um, it's just part of business. And, okay. Hold on, I'm just scrolling, guys. And I see you guys are talking amongst yourself, which is great. Yep. Oh, yeah, Fish Fam. Oh, yeah. Matt, my website wasn't built by me. I'm like far from smart about that shit or other stuff. So I could definitely tell you I've paid a lot of money to the guy that's doing my website. You could have done it for me. Um, you definitely could have, and made some money off me, but I didn't. I didn't know you real close at the time when I was doing it. So, um, and then this was like pre fishfam.link. I didn't have a website for many years, for several years, because I didn't. For one, I didn't know how to do it, and I didn't want a Wix website. That to me, there's a lot of websites, and if you have one, sorry, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but there's a lot of websites that are self done that to me look like garbage. They look they look homemade, and I didn't want that. I didn't want it. I wanted something professional looking, nice looking. I think our website is there, but we're still tweaking it all the time. I still call my web designer all the time. So there's still many improvements that we want to do, that I get suggestions from end users, you guys, and we use that feedback. Um, but it's always an ongoing process. I know you could ask Matt. Is a whole fishfam.link is an everyday ongoing process. But Matt has the skill to do it himself, so he's not charging for his labor, which he's putting a ton of labor into it. So with that, help fishfam.link out and become a Patreon member if you're not. It doesn't cost that much. You're going to get discount codes. You're going to get discount codes from retailers other than KJE that's going to pay for your Patreon contribution easily if you shop with those retailers. So, Betty and Guppagal, hello. So, so. No, I'm awake. I'm just reading chat. So yours is for sure not just like everyone else's, but at the same time, people seem to enjoy when things are similar as far as checking a crowd across the web. Our checkout's easy. It really is. And we made some improvements on that end, but our checkout's easy. You could check out paying with a credit card or paying with PayPal. You don't have to have a PayPal account. A lot of people get confused, and I just think it's ignorance on their part. You don't have to have a PayPal account to use PayPal. PayPal is just the processor, just like Square or Clover or a myriad of other card processing companies. They're the ones that just process the payment. Um, but yeah, I have people say, "Oh, I don't have PayPal. I can't buy from you." That's totally ignorant or stupid, whatever word you want to use. You could use your credit card. You could use your debit card. You can pay. Honestly, you could pay. I want to. I don't know through the website, but if I send you, I know if I send you a PayPal invoice, you also have the option now because PayPal bought Venmo or partnered with Venmo. Um, and then they also give you the PayPal uh, pay later, where you pay in four installments. You could do that, but with that, you have to have a PayPal account. So, see, Keith, I got you a beer. No worries. It's just easier for me to have a. Yeah, it definitely. Jeff, some people don't like PayPal, which is fine, whatever. But when I do online shopping, if they have a pay with PayPal option, um, that's usually what I use. It's just because it's easier for me as well. Because here at KJE, I use PayPal kind of like a bank. So I have a balance in my PayPal account. It's not a lot, so don't get don't get the idea that I'm rich, but I have a balance there. So if I do buy something off of eBay, I usually pay for it with PayPal, and it just comes out of my PayPal off of the PayPal balance. But then you could also link with PayPal. If you guys don't know, you could link your bank checking account, so it could, even if you don't have a balance in your PayPal, it just pulls the money out of your local bank's checking account. So and it works fine. Good night, Steven. Um, yeah. Um, Peplin, I've been using it for a long time. I do PayPal loans um, through PayPal. It's actually way better than dealing with the bank, um, and that's part of business too. Just because you borrow money doesn't always mean you're broke. But if you borrow and can use somebody else's money to make you money, and then just pay back the small fee that it costs you to borrow that money, um, that's part of business. Most big businesses, I'm not big, but most big businesses, there's always a revolving door on money borrowed, and even small businesses, there's a revolving door on money borrowed. So they borrow money, they got to pay a fee, of course, because that's part of it. That's part of banking. That's how banks make their money. But they take that money, they turn that money into more money, and then just pay that fee back. So and then they write that fee off. So your loan fees are a write off. So yeah, definitely. Um, for that's good for personal accounts, Jeff. So if you have a PayPal personal account, you can apply for PayPal credit. They kind of base it. Actually, I don't know what they base it on, so I'm not going to even speculate and talk shit. But I have two PayPal accounts. I have the KJE account, which is purely business, and then I have my Keith account, which is private. I have the ability to buy stuff on PayPal credit, and yeah, you have to pay it off. I think within 90 days. So make sure you pay it back, or else you're not going to have PayPal credit for long. So, and yeah, I could understand that, especially if you're doing house renovation. This shit gets expensive. The cost of building materials it's a lot more than it was, pre-Biden. So, yep, Elon did help start PayPal. Yep. Okay, it's based on your annual income. Okay. Oh, 6 months. So pay it back in 6 months. Okay. I've used it before, and I haven't used PayPal credit in a while, so I forget. Um, so I still do. Like I said, I have my personal account, and you used to be able to. I hadn't used my personal account in a while, but sometimes people send me money for certain things, and just to save me the fees, I'll have them send it to me, friends and family. But you can't do that. You can't do friends and family any longer. PayPal changed the rules. If you can't do friends and family to a registered business account. So I can't have people friends and family stuff to the KJE account anymore. But if you want a friends and family money for other stuff, a couple of you guys have done it before for things because. And then you send it to my personal account, so you can still do that. And then when you send money, friends and family, that the person receiving the money doesn't pay a fee on the money sent. So, yep, building materials went stupid with COVID. It sure did. So that's that happened with FJB. So that was when I relayed he was involved. Oh yeah. Yep. Sorry if I missed that, Matt. You going to sleep? Jake,
What?
you going to sleep?
No.
Oh, okay.
But at some point I'm trying.
Okay. Shoot, I've been on 3 hours, 25 minutes. Hey guys, I think I'm going to kick it. I don't even know what time it is. It's probably midnight, but I enjoyed the chat and I got to talk some smack. And if you got anything out of me talking smack, great. If not, well, suck it. But gonna go. Probably watch a little TV. Maybe drink one more beer and hit the hay, and drive back tomorrow. Again, it's only a 4 hour ride, so I'm not gonna get up too early. Told Jake he can sleep in if he wants. We don't have to check out till 11. So we'll take our time. Tomorrow's a holiday, so not much going on. And see you when I see you. So maybe we'll go live tomorrow and ride back. I don't know. It's up to Jake. So I'll do it, but he hates reading chat. So if he wants to do it, great. If not, then I'll see you probably Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll try to go live after the plant order. It's probably not going to be a live unboxing because I'm probably going to take it straight from the airport to its destination and then just bring back what's mine. So, but with that, yeah, do what Matt says right there, right before I go buy something. Dr. Basilier Food, Fritz Aquatics, medicines or water conditioners, a lot of other stuff. You need fertilizers for your planted tanks. Check out Thrive. Cheaper, more complete, than anything Seachem does. Cheaper, more complete than that green bottle. So, anyways, peace out, guys, and thanks for watching. And later.